Yeah, I got a whopping 4 strength still right now.
Alright, some of you have not
Fun.
rested since your incident in the tavern and the church.
Yep.
That church that we almost burned down.
Almost.
You're lucky you have a paladin with you. Milo, why don't you give us a summary of last time, 2 weeks ago?
Oh goodness. I gotta think. Well, we arrived at the town. Were we on the road before that? I believe we were for
Yeah.
a very brief session.
Yes.
I don't think we ran into anything before then. We kept heading towards the name of this town escapes
Springdale?
me. Springdale, that's the one. We arrived, noted, or we did find the carts and we fought the zombies. That's what happened. I knew something. There we go. Anyways, we got the cart. Me and Ymir repaired it because obviously the strongest of the group. And we took the cart with us thinking that maybe the townsfolk could use it. Well, we get there and we see no one. So we go in, find the shop, or the shopkeeper, and we talk with him for a while. And eventually we decide to stay in his shop for the night. And he goes missing the next morning. Who knows where. After that, we nearly had some run-ins with shadows before them, but we were fine. And then we decided, it would be a great idea. Let's go to the tavern. Because Milo has a great idea. So we go to the tavern, everything seems fine until we get to pretty much the top floor, and that's when all hell breaks loose. Long story short, we all survived. Then we went to the church, but there was only like a few shadows there, correct? Because we used light.
Yeah, I think the only engagement there was somebody sticking his fingers into a cupboard and trying to retrieve a golden cross, and that got them in a little tanglement there with their shadow hand, but succeeded, kind of like. Wasn't really much of a problem.
Yeah. So once we finished there, we just headed out and went from there.
Oh, I have an interesting question actually.
Hmm.
Milo, you're still what, like full strength, right?
Yes, I'm still at 4 strength.
What are you carrying right now? So you have a carrying capacity of 40 pounds.
Yeah, I'm overweighted.
Oh, that's a good point there. Thank you for pointing that
I had a
out.
feeling that might be weight a bit here.
By the way,
That's
Milo,
the exact weight I'm carrying right now is 40 pounds.
Milo also forgot to include that all the horses besides the magical horse and maybe the other one? No, all of them died, if I remember correctly. So
Yeah.
you went
Yeah.
out,
I did
um,
resummon mine already.
Dead or missing.
you resummoned yours, dead or missing, and then you went back to where the cart has been parked with the one horse. Now re-equipped with its armor, and yeah, the sun is high up in the sky, it's noontime. What do you do?
Well, we're going to start making our way along the road back towards the castle.
We are?
Yeah.
Guys, I'm not filling up to my top.
Well, we'll take it slow. Or do you want to rest, Milo? Do you want to take some time to rest?
I
What
I
time of
could
day
do
is
with
it?
the rest. I feel
You said
fatigued.
it's midday.
Midday, yeah.
Well, we're up by the
I
cart,
only
right?
need like an hour or two.
Well,
Hmm.
let's sit down for a bit, I suppose. We can spare some time.
Or we could just walk slowly and then sleep on the road.
I think right now that is my only setting is walk slowly.
We might as well make as much progress as we can and then settle down for the night regardless. Sorry, I'm vibrating. Give me a sec, let me turn my
It
phone
would be
on.
better if we distance ourselves from this village as much as we can. Who knows if they'll follow us outside at night.
Very true. So I'm actually up for continuing walking even though Milo will be slowed.
That's fine. I could also take some of the burden that you're carrying, Milo. Seem to be having a tough time with it.
Well, if you wouldn't mind.
I could just summon a Tensor's floating disk, and you could dump a load of your shit on it and just leave it there.
How long does that
We also have a
last?
cart, don't we? But we
do have a
have,
cart.
only have
Actually,
one
we
horse
pull it, yeah.
of mine, yeah.
What? How long?
Oh,
does it take?
yeah.
My
that's
horse could
okay.
actually, I could walk beside my horse and just put some of your stuff in its saddlebags. That will work.
Tensor's floating disk lasts for an hour, man. So it's like it's not gonna run out anytime.
Well, I mean, it would
I've
take
got
a
saddlebags.
little while.
Get a horse with saddlebags that can carry like 500 pounds.
I'll just use
Oh,
that.
Jesus. Yeah, I could give you a little bit.
Just hang your pack on the saddle.
Yeah, that's fine.
Strap it on.
Well, why can't I
Alright.
drag?
I put my pack on his horse, yet I keep like 5 of my daggers on me, or 4 of them at least.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm not actually going to change the weight in my thing. It's
No,
just,
no, no, you
we're gonna
don't. No,
know.
just fluff.
That, and I
You
keep
just...
all of my gear, like my goggles and stuff as well, obviously.
Okay, and you abandon the cart with all the potatoes and the metal ingots on it, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
We can't carry that.
What kind of ingots were they? Iron?
Metal. Just yeah, iron ingots. Yeah.
Okay.
If you were gold ingots, I would drag them all with me. If
You're
I had
fucking
to.
right. Yeah, they'd be going in a sack. It doesn't matter. They would be going on a Tensor's floating disk and just coming with us.
Oh, they can. Horse has room for that.
Right. So your walking speed, since you came down this road, you know that you wouldn't make it to the crossing where you had the encounter with the zombies by nightfall.
Oh.
Ooh.
Which
by
means you can
nightfall.
stop anywhere before that. But nightfall will come when you get to this little intersection.
Let's
You did
Ca-
sleep there somewhere last night, I believe.
set up camp just before we reach the crossroads.
Yep.
So hopefully we don't meet any more undead coming from the castle.
Is the crossroads not there?
Us.
Yeah,
Might
it's
just
kind of
be
like there.
the
That's where the
refuge.
crossroad
Yeah,
is. Yeah.
fine.
We should probably do it there.
Okay,
Yeah.
you can certainly sleep there, which is
Sure.
about an hour's travel from the crossroads.
Yeah,
Well,
we
just
kind
well,
of need
there's
to have a
above
big
the ground,
fire just to be
Just so
safe.
we don't have any hands grasping paws through the roots.
Is Ymir hard to understand for anyone else?
Yeah.
Yes,
Really
he has too many potatoes in his mouth.
That's not in my mouth, it's all wobbly.
Don't eat the microphone.
I'm not eating it, I'm drinking it.
Don't chew on it either.
Okay, so you walk to the predestined point that you made up there, and you walk and you look around. You don't see anything out of the ordinary. The sun is setting down, getting closer to the horizon, and you reach your point where you want to camp. With the sun, just a sliver on the horizon.
Great. Well, who's volunteering for first watch? Because the wizard is not.
I'll stay up.
Watch
Go
as
rest.
always.
The wizard is absolutely not. He is sleeping. It's been a very
Then I'll
long
just
day.
take first watch as usual.
Okay. I'll take. I'll sleep for now and take the last half of the night.
Fine by me. I've got notes to read.
Do you even sleep? I thought you meditate.
I meditate. Whatever.
It's just
Oh, yeah.
pointing out that you are an elf.
In hundreds of years of having to travel along other people, it's you word it differently, so it's easier for others to
I
understand.
know. Okay, so first watch, I need your perception roll as the night settles around you guys. Ymir,
First roll of the day.
everything's good. You see nothing, you hear nothing. The animals are quiet, nobody pesters you. First watch passes without incident. Second watch, please.
That's a lot of thunking.
That's a mechanical keyboard. Still,
Oh,
so
fine, sorry.
so
Push to talk.
second
please.
watch.
No.
Who's second
I'll
watching
move
it?
it over here.
I don't know.
You, if Tokon, if depends on who Ymir wakes up, really.
Yeah, me,
I
who you
thought
wake
were
up.
just taking care of the watches once he was done because you only need to meditate for 4 hours and then you're good anyway.
Yeah, but he takes 2 hours of watch out of an 8-hour rest.
Because he's a half elf. He needs to sleep.
Okay, well then.
Yeah, I'll just wake up
or me.
Milo.
Milo, yeah. You've
Alright.
got better perception, don't you?
Yeah, goggles of night
sure,
vision.
we'll go
He'll
with
survive.
He's
yeah,
got
true.
dark vision.
No, see, I don't.
So,
Great.
afraid of the shadows, you stick close to the campfire, which does little, doesn't really do you good with your night goggles. You don't see anything outside where the light is casting its little circle around your encampment.
Alright, then I go and wake up Tokon.
What?
What?
Yep, I wake up Tokon.
I shrug him off and go back to sleep. Bugger off, it's the paladin's job now.
Is there any mud near me?
Oh, I dare you.
Helios wakes up.
I'm sure there's mud everywhere.
I carefully place it to where if he rolls at all in any direction, he's gonna get it all over his head.
Took 10 minutes to put on my armor and just assume watch. I'm just gonna ignore what they're doing.
Mm-hmm.
I will
Okay.
not be involved in these pranks.
So you take the last watch then.
The last two, right?
Yeah, right. You had the least amount of sleep needed.
Yeah.
You have your back turned towards the fire, so you can see deeper into the forest than anyone else before you this evening. Nothing to see, nothing to hear, and that tingles your spider senses. Because normally, the forest at
hearing
night is never that quiet.
Yeah.
There should always be some crickets, foxes hunting something, but nothing. Okay, give me the next perception roll.
Oh, wow.
As the sun rises on the horizon, it's a beautiful sunrise, and let's see what the weather looks like. Maybe it's a beautiful sunrise in rain. Advanced day. No. It's warm, it's dry.
Nice.
So you watch the sunrise, and again you notice that there's something missing. There's no early morning birds singing their always so penetrating song that sometimes, wakes you up when you even want to sleep, but there's nothing.
That's odd.
I'm preparing 10 spells now.
Did this count as a long rest for us?
That counts as a long rest. All your strength is back to normal. Your HP has reset to full. Your spells are back too. I just want to be generous today.
Okay,
And
so full
and
health
the
full
hunger
strength.
has returned.
Nice.
Your stomachs are like noises there. Your stomach is hungry.
Oh, yeah.
That's okay. I'll just eat some of my last rations.
I've got
Oh, there was a
rations.
whole cart of food. Would have looted it.
I have apples and rations. I'll be fine.
1, 2.
I have
3,
rations,
4,
so
5.
no. I was gonna go try hunting, but doubt there will be anything here.
How would you know? You have slept. You haven't even noticed that the sounds were
I
missing.
know, but we hear nothing in the morning, so yeah.
I
Yeah,
have 10
and I'm
spells
too
to choose
lazy.
from. 9. 10.
Oh, misclick.
There we go. I have 10 spells selected now.
What was that misclick? That's a large misclick.
I know, right?
Oh my goodness, command. Okay.
It's the spam chat now button.
I know.
I'll see that and raise you.
Oh god.
God. No, please don't worry. Pronounce it
All the
first.
spells. What, prestidigitation? Fuck you.
Hey, very good.
No, that was not that long, is it?
Good boy.
Yeah, it's not that long. Yours is actually longer.
Command is longer. Get him.
Yeah.
Right, very good.
Anyway, I've prepped 10 spells. I now have 3 level 3 spell slots, which is great.
Nice.
Another tidal wave, although actually I've got counter spell as well. And I've got pretty much every spell except my rituals prepared now because of level 10.
And you hear how the wizard
Alright,
is
level
mumbling
6.
to himself while looking into his book about all the great spells he has.
Yeah. Well, I've finally
Crazy
perfected
wizards.
2 spells. Finally perfected 2 new spells.
so
I just
you-
need to get my hands on the...
Make yourself some food, everyone, for themselves, and then you break camp.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so you do that. It takes you about half an hour, 45 minutes, something between. You clean up your campsite, load things back on the horse that belong to the horse, and you're back on the road. It's gonna take you an hour to travel down to the intersection.
At this point, I keep 2 daggers out at all times.
That's gonna be okay. So yeah, you
walking
reach the
around with horse in the
intersection.
car.
There's still the one wagon that's missing
wheel.
wheels. A wheel. And the zombie corpses that you burned, there's still a few piles of ash around. Other than that, the intersection looks like, as you remember it, little T section with the wooden sign reading castle, having the little castle sign symbol next to it.
If the ash is still there, does it mean there has been no wind?
Let's see what the weather said. There is yeah, there's a little bit of wind, but you can still see
I
where you
figure-
burned the corpse.
okay.
The corpses, kind of like the burnt ground is still there. Come on, you know what I mean.
hey, this might have been relevant.
Oh yeah, sorry, no, that
Okay.
one was not relevant. It's not some magical ash that stays. No, it's
No, it was more like, what the fuck, there's no wind.
no, the burnt.
Spooky. Alright,
You know, the grasses that you burned are still there.
on to the castle we go, I think.
So, yeah, you look uphill, and you can see in the distance hills. And maybe something that could be a castle. It's gonna take you a few hours to go up there.
Yep.
Okay, so you go up there.
We'll start heading in some
Yeah,
direction.
you're heading up. I need you all to roll persuasion, perception while you are within the hills.
Sure thing.
Nope, not today.
Halfling luck.
There you go.
Oh, there we are.
Well, once he
Hang
looked
on,
up
I'll
for
roll
the
again
book,
for the legendary, shall I? Something tells me it won't be a legendary perception. No. But it's still.
Ymir, hillside. You look around, you don't see rabbits or anything else that should be living there. Let's see, Milo. The same for you. It's hills. In the distance, you can see tops of what might be a castle. Ilios is looking everywhere, but not really seeing anything. Tokan. You look around, and you notice that a field to the left is a bit, messed up, so to speak. It has some craters in it, has a few drag marks in it, a few broken spears lay around.
Odd. The site of a battle. And I'll nudge Elios and point out what I can see.
At that time, you can see it now, because
What?
I pointed it out to you.
What direction was the dragon that we saw, or that Elias saw in the sky was?
Dum. Towards the hills.
Uh-huh.
Yep.
Did Elias tell us about the dragon?
I think he did.
He did? Okay. Alright. Do we do anything about this?
Yes.
I don't know. Do you do anything about the former war site?
Yeah, I was asking Helios, is that the site of
Oh.
the former battle? I got
I'm
panned
gonna
completely.
look around the. I'd like it to take a look around the field and try and if I can find any corpses.
You wish to just look around, perception, or to really dig in and investigate?
I mean, I'd say I'd take like a walk through the fields.
Okay, then it's just perception.
There you go.
You find a weapon that, when you lift it up, it is as long as you are. Maybe even as heavy as you are. So it takes you all the power to just like turn it up, to just have it stand next to you. Definitely Hill Giant club. One of those great clubs they use. You want to keep it?
No.
Okay, you let it fall back to the ground. Big,
Absolutely useless.
big splash. Dirt gets splashed around, and then you continue your round. You find a few pieces that look like they have been like plate armor, or at least heavy cavalry armor.
What size do they look? Hill giant?
No, human. Humanoids.
Humanoid. Okay. Regular sized humanoid or like Goliath sized?
Yeah, regular sized humanoids.
Okay.
And so yeah, for you, it looks like somebody battled some hill giants here, or the hill giants battled somebody here, but must
No
be a
sign of any
few days, maybe a week.
Do the
No,
craters? Do the craters look like they're something produced by like some sort of fire, like a blast of sorts?
Would you like to investigate?
Yes.
Please do so.
I use Arcana to see if the impacts remind me of any spells or anything that, like for example, a fireball.
So you consider, ooh, maybe that's magical. While Milo just walks right into one of the
Yeah.
craters, puts his hand right into the center, swishes around a bit, and then lifts up a heavy cannonball. Well, I mean, for Milo it's heavy, sorry. So Milo, you lift up a cannonball.
Does the castle look close enough to have sent these?
Not yet. Although, depends. What do you know about cannons?
I probably wouldn't know very much.
You may remember that the flying airship you once used to travel on had some pretty long-range cannons on them, so depends.
Okay.
This is when we start seeing puffs of smoke from the castle wall.
You would have some time to dodge
Never
it.
did use that smoke grenade.
True. I might actually.
What? No,
No, I don't.
Feldro had it.
May he rest in peace. Oh no, wait, he is still alive, isn't
Excuse
he?
me. Retired,
As far
not
as
dead.
as far as we know.
Oh yeah, as far as we know.
So yeah,
As far as I know,
and Milo, of
Feldro.
course, you look around, you toss this cannonball to the side, I think, right? And then you look into two other craters, the same. You ditch out of the very center, the same type of cannonball.
Okay. Alright. I just kind of go back to the group.
But on my round, there were no corpses on the battlefield.
No corpses, just weapons. Well, just
Do I want to count
the
the
few.
tracks to see, want to get an estimate on how many troops were fighting here?
Sure. You just want to give me perception, or
I'm actively looking for them, so investigation would
yeah,
be better.
then give me. Oh my goodness, who is that? Click, 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 click.
Stop clacking!
Who?
Me,
Oh,
but I don't
God.
know why the sensitivity is high enough for you to hear that. I'm gonna fiddle with TeamSpeak.
Well, it's kind of really damn loud, Coco.
We could just use push to talk like
No,
the rest
I'm
of
not
us.
using push to talk. End of.
Just rolling an investigation.
Is it a new keyboard? Because last time
No,
it didn't
it's
do
not.
that.
It's literally just the sensitivities have been fucked up on Discord, on TeamSpeak, on everything. Jesus Christ.
Maybe it's a sensitivity in your computer itself.
But it's a separate microphone.
Okay. I'm sure you'll find it. Yeah, Mir, it's nope, sorry. No way you
They're
can
too
determine
scattered.
how many people there were.
Okay.
Well, already.
Alright, so I guess once we're all done looking at the battle scene, we continue forward.
Key.
Mhm.
Yeah, we.
I think we'll keep going. Whatever
Yeah,
causes
yours
because
is-
it looks like
Elios says
Yeah.
a quick prayer, but. Oh, bodies.
Jesus Christ.
Okay, so you keep on your way, follow the road up to the military keep or the castle. Well, whatever. It is a keep, but you know, it looks grandiose when you see it from a distance. Really high walls, plenty of high towers on the sides, battlements, and you see people walking on the battlements. The gate is closed, and there is, you can see that from the distance, you're like a few hundred yards away, there is a ditch around the keep that is filled with water.
The people that we see on the battlements, do they look alive?
They're walking.
Okay.
Yes, but dead people walk too.
These days they do.
It's hard to tell if they have armor on.
Right.
And it's now almost getting noontime again. Took you a few hours to get there.
Should we be cavalier about walking up to this place? I'm asking the group.
Well,
if they see us
definitely.
sneaking up to them.
This seems to be the source of all the undeath in the area. I don't think we'll be amongst friends here, but let's at least try to keep up the appearance that we're not hostile. Let's see if those guards on the walls are alive, and if they are, then we might be able to at least have a talk.
Maybe give me a chance to hang back a little bit, just in case.
Alright, you stay out of sight then.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna drop you to the map in a minute.
Oh, the
Alright, not terrible.
No, it's just the overview map so that you can see what I've been. There we go.
I just kind of hang back a little bit from
You want to
the
stealth
group.
on the
Yeah.
road. Where there?
Oh,
Okay, so you
crap,
drop
there's
back
a-
behind the horse and you're hidden behind the horse, but yeah.
Well.
Okay, did I drop you on the right map? I think I did.
Black.
No, it's not.
No, it's not.
It's not.
It is for me.
You're just at the top of it. Scroll down. Unless you don't have
I
sight of the map of the
ping
flag for
it.
some reason.
Everyone should have sight because it's the
Yeah.
invisible player. Let's see. Player can be seen by all players. Should work.
I see this map.
Yeah,
Just refreshed and it's all black. What the hell?
It's a huge map with black, so it's on the
I
right
zoomed
side
it out all the way.
in the middle. Really? Shit.
On the bottom in the middle?
No, right side middle.
shift us back to another map dock and then shift us through
Yeah.
again.
Maybe that
Yeah.
would help.
Yeah, this one's fine.
It just fine.
I still can see it.
And now I can see something.
Oh, so you're not a player?
I don't think he is a player. Like all players can
Yeah,
see
but
that. That's
If I put
weird.
a token in, I can see. And now... black.
Let me
That's
add you manually. Apparently, you are not considered a
stupid.
player.
You're a special
It's
person.
annoying. I'm very special, I know that.
You're a special snowflake.
How about now?
My mummy always says I'm special.
Because now I added you manually to the list.
Gonna do another refresh.
If not, just park your token somewhere in the corner.
Yeah.
If that one doesn't work. Which is weird. Very weird.
Yeah, no, nothing. Okay.
Okay.
I'll just
So
plug my
just
token down.
ping your back, put your token somewhere in the water. The giant Ilias.
Yep, this works.
That's
Just a
strange.
reflection.
Strange. So, okay, this is what the castle looks like from the top. You see the huge battlements. As you walk slowly closer to it, you make out that there are cannons on the tops, at least pointing in, not at you, but in like the general direction of where you're coming from. So this castle is armed with cannons. Not the big size that you saw on your flying ship, but this is more like the smaller size, the ones that you came to experience being used on guard towers to protect settlements.
What time of day is it?
It's noontime,
Noontime, right?
like 11 a.m.-ish.
Yeah.
So the gate is still closed. You come up to the bridge. Movement on top of the battlements has stopped.
Is the bridge pulled up or not?
Well, the bridge itself is made out of stone.
Oh, it's
funnily
just a
enough,
normal stone
yeah.
bridge. It's not
There's
a
just a
drawbridge.
gate.
It's not a drawbridge, no. Just a choke
I'm
point.
gonna walk up to the bridge and just shout up to the battlements, "Hail!"
Somebody waves back to you. Hail, travelers! What brings you to Calden Castle? Is it actually Calden Castle or Calden Keep? I always forget. I think I call it Castle. Yeah, Calden Castle. Yeah, okay.
I've come to Calden Castle on behalf of the Lord of the Mayor of Dusaro. Some oddities have been happening in the area. We've been asked to, well, investigate.
And your
Can I
name might be?
Ilios.
Right.
Ilios Daroris.
Just wait there. I'll see if you have permission to enter. And off he goes. With a bunch of people having trained their crossbows and bows at you.
My weapons are sheathed, my shield's on my back, I'm calmly standing.
At least the bow people don't like, have not pulled back full, but they're like arrow knocked, but
Of course.
ready to do something. Should you try to storm the castle?
By the way, I have grabbed my pack back off his horse.
Yeah,
as well.
that's what I thought. Yes. While you wait, you want to give me another perception?
Sure.
This may take an hour or two.
Fucking bear knowledge, Jesus.
The castle is big. Oh my gosh, Milo.
Damn.
Man, we're nailing perception checks this today.
Yep. Tokan can see the same though. Toka, Milo, you see that next to the bridge there's like a sign that reads "Giants not allowed," and painted next to it is like a huge humanoid next to a small humanoid, and the big humanoid is like crossed out with the red X.
I was about to say, I don't know if giants could read the sign saying no giants allowed.
Other than that, Milo, the people on the battlements look very much alive. And you can even see that the sun, it's now pointing at a certain angle. They do cast shadows, at least the ones that you see.
Can I make a insight to see if they look nervous or anything?
With your perception, I would allow you that, yes.
That's a single digit, yes it is.
They are calm as spring water. You cannot determine if they are nervous or just doing their job.
Okay.
Yeah, but seriously, like half an hour goes by before the gate in front of you makes some funny noises, kind of like, and it's being lifted up. And the guy you saw earlier is escorted by a few soldiers standing on the other side of this gate. area, you know, the thick wall in between you and them, and he's like, well, Mr. Ilias Daroris.
Ilios Dororis.
Daroris,
Yes.
that's that one. See, I'm happy I pronounced it right to the Lord. The Count, I mean. You may enter.
Very well.
As we start entering, I'm going to walk quietly behind the group, muttering to myself. I'm going to be casting Detect Magic as a ritual.
Isn't that taking you 10
Can you
minutes?
do that
You
while
can't. Nowhere
walking?
in the rules does it say you can't do it. All it says is rituals take 10 minutes extra to
Yeah,
cast.
so you just be
As long as
mumbling for
it's-
10 minutes.
Just quietly mumbling to myself.
Nobody will
My
think
voice is-
anything about him because he's just a weird wizard.
And the
Okay.
nice thing is its duration. It takes 10 minutes to cast, then lasts 10 minutes, so I can have Detect Magic up permanently, in theory. Which is good, because Tokan really doesn't trust this place.
Anyhow.
Mutter.
So you
mutter.
pass underneath the big gate, and behind you the gate is being closed again. It's been lowered. There's multiple gates. Well, layers of the gate that just clink, 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 clink behind you. So even the giant would have a hard time getting through those gates. Welcome to the courtyard. You see in front of you green, a training exercise area. By the looks of it, the grass is not too tall, not too trampled down. There are some stables over there. We can see a few horses being tied up, and yeah, so the lieutenant is, bidding you to come. Come on. The Countess. He doesn't have all time today.
Of course he doesn't. Let's go.
I mean, count and all that, right? Do you want to park your
Yes.
horse at the stables? Park the
Yes. You have a caretaker? I'm
Sure, yeah, he
Stable boy.
just shouts something and the small boy comes running up, stretching out his hand, requesting the, gosh, was it bridle? Something? The one, the
bridles.
stirrups,
Bridles and
whatever.
reins.
The reins, that was that. So he takes that.
Right. She doesn't eat much, but feed her well. Oh, and give her this. She likes him. I'm giving him an apple.
Okay.
Have one yourself as well, actually. Give him two.
Let's see, do we go through all that? Nah, I'll just tell you what happens. So, you go over there and you enter into what looks like a tavern. It's like tables, there's a bar next to two doors, and you're being led through the tavern. You can see plenty of soldiers, most likely off duty, drinking, eating. Come to think about that, your stomachs are grumbling again. It's noontime. And then you're being led through the entire place, and you arrive at...
Does this take us a while, Doc?
Yeah, it takes you a while. Your detect magic is now up.
Ah, okay.
I'm just gonna put him over here as well.
Jeez.
Bing!
Why do we move?
Well,
Terrifying.
you move.
Oh, it's got the insides. Ah, I
Yeah,
see,
yeah,
I see.
that-
Sick.
I just didn't show you the insides you walk through because then we had like, oh, you're here, so we just move you right to...
This is cool, by the way.
This is the
Okay.
first,
Well
this is
done.
like the second level up. You're being brought into what appears to be a living room of sorts. There's some sofas, some statues standing by, some animal heads on the wall. And the lieutenant is like, well, please take a seat. The count will be with you shortly.
So I do.
I'll,
While he does that, can I take a look around and see if are we being guarded?
Oh yeah, sure. The lieutenant is still in the room with you. Let me actually go. That's the level 4, isn't it?
I'll,
No, level 4 is the library.
look over at Milo and kind of raise an eyebrow. And, look at Helios and kind of nod towards Helios and shrug. Kind of indicate to him, are you sure we want to let him do the talking?
Honestly, a paladin's going to be a lot more trustworthy in their eyes than any of us.
You wanna know something funny? I even have that one prepared. Come on, I took all day today to make that living room livable. So you're in there. Just take a seat on the sofas. I'm just quickly putting in some guards. Okay, don't
I was
laugh,
gonna
but
assume them furthest away from those two.
they look like guild guards, but they are not. Okay.
So they're definitely not guild guards.
No, they're not guild guards,
That's because
even
I'm
if they
written
have the
on
same
the-
appearance. I just don't have them in a different color right now.
It's like scrolled
It's
on in
turquoise.
crayon, not guild guard.
Those are windows, correct?
Yeah, those are battlement windows that have been added with a little bit of a curtain to look nicer.
Is that actually checkers in front of us?
That one?
Is it dragon chess?
Yeah.
It's whatever you want it to be, Dragon Chess. Yeah.
Tokon, let's play a game.
I really don't think you're going to win that. Plus, if it's set up for someone else to be playing, we don't want to interrupt people's game.
It wouldn't leave it out in the open if that was the case.
Hardly our house, Milo. I think we should just leave
I start
it.
moving pieces around.
Oh god.
Never
Does,
going to
does
finish.
Milo even know how to set up that board?
I
right.
think he's seen it often enough. I'm just trying to get
True.
the civilian in there now. Gosh, where is
Sure,
he?
I'll take a seat at the other side and arrange for my pieces on this side.
I'll just drop down on the couch next to Elias, just trying to be normal.
You know that you're... So,
Iliel's sitting down, he's intently watching the game.
will this be an intelligence roll-off, do you think, or a wisdom?
Not sure. I would think intelligence?
Intelligence
So would I,
with
probably because
your
it's strategy.
dragon chess proficiency.
Oh, well, none.
Yeah, I don't have dragon chest proficiency.
Only if
so.
applicable.
Okay, sure. There you go. If I lose to Milo at Dragon Chess, that's it. Tokon's gone. Out those windows. Oh, you bastard! That's an agility check, isn't it? Oh no, sorry, ability check. I read it as agility
Yeah.
for some reason. Bollocks.
Agility is not
Well
a
played.
5e skill.
Why aren't
No,
they
it's
dropping
fucking-
in? That one is dropping in.
The one more.
Dexterity.
Yeah, I'd say get to so do a best out of 3 for rolls.
Yeah, I suppose do best at 3 to
That's what we've
determine how it
done
goes.
before.
Beat you that time?
Alright, so at this point,
Oh,
1-1-1, so I suppose-
Milo had a really strong opening, but Tokon was now coming back and
Sure.
had some nice,
Final one?
took some nice pieces.
21, there you go. Oh, it's a double digit. Oh, it's not.
Oh,
Oh,
just
had
at the end, Milo makes a fatal mistake as Tokon takes
had
his,
the wizard
takes his
on the-
queen
on the edge of
and
his seat.
puts
at
the
the
dragon,
start.
kills Milo's dragon. Tokon wins.
as we are playing this game,
Kill the
can
princess,
we
save the dragon.
see what the guards are look like? Are they seeming nervous? Are they just watching us with
They just watch
anticipation?
you curious play as the door opens and in steps a nobleman.
I stand up on the bow.
I do the same.
I'll kind of knock Milo's dragon over before turning and bowing.
I
I'll
just
look
keep
over,
looking
I'll
at the
look
pieces.
over at Milo and say, by the way, that means I won.
So, I've been informed that somebody wanted to talk to me. I assume it's you. And he points at Tokan, the one that seems to be really good in playing strategic games.
Ah, Doc, does detect magic go off? Do I detect anything?
Oh yeah, you detect some magic going on
Alright.
outside the room, behind him.
Behind him.
Behind him, yeah.
So what? So through there.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, okay. I'll stand up and say, why yes, we were sent by the mayor of... I almost said Faldara, but it's not. It's...
Jusaro. That's who
Desara.
sent us.
Yeah. Desara. To investigate goings on. And we just thought, you know the area, and no doubt you'd be able to inform us of any dealings seem out of place in on your watch.
Oh, he looks to the others. Ilias, are you really standing on the table?
No, but there's no. Oh right, there's no real proper way. Okay, let's say there.
Oh yeah,
I'll,
right,
uh,
you're standing.
There we go.
So my beloved cousin sends you. Great.
I'll motion for him to sit down opposite me. Please. A game if you want, whilst we discuss the matters that your cousin sent us to deal with.
Well, I'm passing on that game. I have bigger games to win.
That's so.
But you all may sit again. By the way,
I'll,
you're standing in that corner.
I actually stay right where I am.
Okay.
Mark brooding in an edgy way.
I'll step
No,
over
I'm
past him
keeping
and sit
view
here,
of the
keeping an eye
room.
on the door behind him.
Yeah.
I'll
I'll just sit down. Well,
Well, he
counts.
goes over and sits down on one of the gameplay chairs. Since you have taken all the good places.
fucking right we have.
You have.
Well, anyhow, I'm Ilios Daroris. I am a representative of the Order of the Raven Queen. We were asked by your cousin to investigate some of the recent happenings in the area, in your lands as well. What have you noticed of all this, if I may ask?
Well, I've noticed that the hill giants have become a sparse race. I think we're close to kill them all off and secure the land once and for all for humankind. Well, and elvenkind. And halflingkind. You know what I mean. Civilization.
Question, Doc.
Yes.
He came through that door, right?
He came through the door, yes.
Closed it behind him.
And closed it behind him.
Did he lock it?
No, he
Did
didn't.
he? Cool. Toka mutters under his breath, and I'm going to cast Thaumaturgy, and the door will just kind of slam open as if something had blown it open. So hopefully, Ilios can get a good view into the room beyond.
Not edgy at all.
Tokam is making
Wait, that
gestures with his hand to cast this, by the
Yeah,
way.
but you can have it just by his side. The guy's looking at you, talking to you.
Yeah.
Well,
There's
the
guards in
guard
the room,
jumps a
we'll
bit
see.
and he's like, "What? Magic!"
I'll raise a brow. That was
What the hell is
unusual.
that?
So, I assume
What's
that...
that? Does that happen often? Or is that also a recent feeling?
These will be your problems and unusual goings on. I presume.
No, those are not problems and unusual goings on, and he looks right at you, Tokan, because you did some muttering there before.
Yeah. I'll raise a brow. Tilt my head towards him, curiously.
I assume you can come in then, since half of them already see you. And in steps... wait, I need to grab him. In steps a tiny shield guardian that just stands there, arms just like folded. The lifeless
Does he fit
gazes.
through the
Yeah,
room, through the
yeah,
door?
of course you can fit through everything that's just one size closer than smaller than you. Even you could do that.
Okay.
But yeah, so he like navigates through the door, stands there, takes a look at all of you, and you notice or you feel that yeah, you're being watched now, but you don't see any eyes through those slits in his helmet.
I would like to use my divine sense at this point.
Sure. You sense nothing from it.
Oh, just the entire 60 feet around me.
Oh, nothing.
There's no taint or...
Nope.
Nothing.
No undead, no
Alright.
evil, no taint.
Cool.
I just tilt my head as
Yeah.
at this thing.
Well, good. That means this count guy isn't as shifty as we think.
Some of my worst fears have just
Yeah.
been shushed.
Do you say that out loud?
No,
Good.
I'm talking out of character.
I try not to do that too
I'll look
often.
Guardian up and down, and then look to the count. Marvelous.
I know, right? It's
Your
quite
weapon
expensive.
against your hill giant problem.
No. Let's say more personal guards. type construct.
Who made it for you?
Oh, that one has been made in this castle. It's made by our Archmage.
You have an Archmage?
We do. We
I
do.
would very much like to talk to him.
Oh no.
He's currently not in the castle.
Really? Where is he?
Well, he's a mage. Wizard, whatever. Archmage, yeah. He has some magical means to travel around. And he is currently investigating the hill giants, seeing where they've been gone to. As I
Do you have
told
any way
you,
of getting to get word to him?
we will crush them. Oh, don't worry, he'll be back every other evening.
In that case, we will. I'll put him on my list of people to speak to regarding the incidents that have been going on in the villages. However, back to your friend, and I'll look at the shield construct again, and then back to the count. You'll have to forgive my curiosity. I couldn't help myself. I had to know what was itching my senses, so to speak.
Yeah, mages.
Through and through, and I'll kind of make a small bow while sitting on the couch.
So, where were we before your mage there opened my door and interrupted us so rudely? We were talking about...
Awfully rude, and I do apologise. Now, we were discussing the things that have been happening in the area lately. You say the hill giants. Can I ask what your problem is with them? What have they done?
Oh, they have,
What's the source
since
of the
time and ages, invaded the coastline, the shore sides. That's why this castle has been placed here quite a while ago, to defend the defenseless villagers against the hill giants.
I see.
They have to pass through us, or closely around us, if they want to raid the villages, and we keep them at bay with the cannons. But yeah, lately they have become, well, almost extinct, I should say. I haven't seen one in more than a week or two.
Or
Very
they just-
unusual, but maybe it's a good sign. Maybe we're finally winning.
Maybe they have finally stopped going after your lands. Maybe they have learned.
One can only hope, since they seem not to be too smart.
That is true.
But have you been noticing any of the other strange things that have been going on? Particularly walking corpses or shadows without bodies.
He looks at you, dumbfounded. Ah, you
What?
are surely kidding, good sir.
Does he actually look surprised?
Yeah,
or is
he looks
We roll
surprised.
Insight.
Yeah.
Whoever wants to, I guess Milo would be
Oh,
the
yeah.
prime candidate to insight him.
I'm watching into this. Oh no.
It also believes.
Tokan is so mesmerized by this huge shield guardian that you have been told
no
about,
attention.
and they are expensive to have around. Ymir, you look at him, at the cow, and you look over to the wall where the big animal heads are. You see like a huge dire wolf head. It's like, that's the largest dire wolf head you have ever seen. Meanwhile, Milo and Ilias are actually on track, following the conversation, looking him, and no, he looks very genuinely surprised, as you mentioned, undead and shadows.
I wouldn't
He's
joke
not-
about these matters.
He's not fainting it or faking it.
I wouldn't joke about this. These are some serious things that I'm talking about.
You've got proof of that?
We've slain multiple on the way here. There's
It's
also a.
I also think we have a full village of proof.
Oh, that too, actually. You are familiar with Springdale, yes?
Of course, it's where you follow the main road and then take a left.
Yes.
It's at the
been
end.
there.
Yeah,
Are the
lovely
villages
city.
around here, Springdale and Old Pond, are they under your protection as the Count? This is your land, yes?
Well, no, I'm just here to protect them. That's not technically my land. I mean, I'm sure my cousin told you that it's his land, but I think it's more the land of the people.
You govern the land, as to say, so to speak, right?
Well,
You
what I
protect the
govern is I
villages.
govern this castle and the hills around it. So Springdale and Old Pond are under our jurisdiction, yes.
Springdale is dead.
Springdale is gone.
Pretty
The
much.
people extinct.
I think a more accurate term would be Springdale is undead.
I look
Just
over
the
at Milo and
shadows.
just shake my head.
Huh. Wonder how they pulled that one off. Seeing how dumb they are.
You think it was the
might
hill
have a
giants?
necromancer in their midst, one that is intelligent enough to know magic.
Of course, we refer to the Hill Giants and necromancy with the Hill Giants. Nah, I never heard about that. That would be too far-fetched. That would be like a fantasy tale.
Perhaps an outside source that conspires with them, or a different party that we have yet overlooked.
Well, I'll send some scouts to investigate, and then we shall know
Be sure
more.
to equip them with enchanted weaponry, especially at night.
His name was Odith.
His name is what again?
Odith? I'm sure that was his name. I was looking through the records of last time. I couldn't find it. But I'm sure it was Odith. Just say the shopkeeper from Springdale.
Has
We'll
the
just let that
shopkeeper
one go.
from Springdale arrived at the keep.
He looks to his lieutenant. Lieutenant shrugs. Like, we don't know. No, shopkeeper arrived today? Nope. He turns back to you. Nope.
Was
Does
there
not
a
appear
weapon
that there is.
commissioned for you?
Yes, of course. I have commissioned a weapon. A fine flame-tongue dagger. Becky, kannst du dich drum kümmern? Danke. My goodness, woman. So anyways, yeah, yes. I've commissioned a very fine flame-tongue dagger indeed. All it was missing was a fine
Ruby hilt.
ruby.
I hate to bring it to you, but it is gone with Springdale.
What a shame, I paid a lot of money for that.
When we were there, we did find the shopkeeper responsible for it hiding in his basement. But overnight he just poof, disappeared.
He just disappeared.
Sorry, quick question to the Did he say the dagger has been delivered to him already? And it's just missing the hilt?
No, he said that the shopkeeper didn't come, he commissioned that
Okay,
thing and he
okay,
hasn't
yeah.
gotten anything of that yet.
Okay, he's got nothing. Gotcha.
He's got nothing. Well, if he vanished, he may arrive one of those days. He is a crafty old man. Never underestimate mages. He just looks at you, Tokan, and then back
I'm
to
into that.
Ilias.
Why is he looking at me?
No, he just looks back to converse with you.
Oh, right, yeah.
He's like, he just glances at Tokan at that command, just, you know, back to you.
Do you have, you said your own mage visits the hill giants or keeps an eye on them?
Well, he's currently traveling around trying to locate them, yes.
Right. Do you have
Do you have
any
a particular
other
school of magic?
scouts?
Excuse me, two people talking at the same time is never a good idea.
Go ahead, Tokan.
Does he have a particular school of magic, your mage?
School of Magic. Well, I mean, he was trained by that huge academy that all mages go to, but
Not all.
I don't know what you mean with schools of magic.
I will have to have a discussion with him myself, I suppose.
I think you should do that. So he turns back to Ilias.
Well. Would, as I was meaning to ask, do you have any other scouts that are keeping eyes on the hill giants for you?
Well, I mean, we have our regular scouts, but they haven't found hill giants within a day's ride of here. We don't go further than that, otherwise we would not be able to reinforce.
Any other strange sightings in the area? Strange creatures, or perhaps something that the hill giants have run into trouble with?
Nope.
Okay.
Nope, he
Very
shakes his
well.
head. Well,
Were you say expecting
Such a
supplies to come
puzzling
this
matter.
way?
excuse me?
Were you expecting supplies to come this way in terms of iron ingots and food?
Nay, not that I know of. But for
Well,
that, you
on
should
the,
talk to the blacksmith.
on the way to Springdale, we had found a cart and we kind of left it in front of Springdale when we left that place. Just making sure.
Okay. He looks at the lieutenant, who just nods, kind of like, yep, okay, gonna tell the scouts if they find the wagon with Maxwell's to bring it back. If that is all, I do have to see to my businesses.
Yes, well, we also have to see to our own business, and as we said, we're under instructions from your cousin. Is there somewhere we would perhaps be able to stay in your keep for a while? I, for example, need to have a conversation with your mage, and no doubt the others would like to speak to other individuals in your keep and see if we can determine any source or gain any further knowledge of the threat.
You want to get one of the guest rooms, then?
Preferably.
I suppose if my cousin thinks it important enough to send for... I wouldn't really call you mercenaries, but for people to investigate his precious coastline, then you may stay one night. Just don't get lost in the keep and don't go where you shouldn't go. After all, this is a military keep, and it's run quite tightly.
I'd also have one of your men send for me when your mage returns to your keep. That would be beneficial as well. Other than that, I believe that concludes everything we have to ask, and I'll look to the others.
I nod and just nod.
I've gotten the information I was looking for.
Mm-hmm.
Thus
Thank you for your time, Count.
Thus we can be shown to our quarters.
Mm-hmm. I'm arranging that at the moment.
Nods. Oh, look at all these internals.
Yeah, there's a lot of internals. Way too many internals.
Oh, we get in the room next to the...
So, right, yeah, you're being escorted out, down, go through the big dining hall again. You pass by, I'm just pointing it out, the blacksmith that's kind of like there, next to what seems to be a Fletcher. And yeah, then you're being shown up into a very spacious quarter that is like huge. You have one bedroom here. You have one bedroom here. The tower thing has a kitchen, and where the flag is currently, that's your living room.
Lovely.
Did Tokon ever notice magic anywhere else besides with the Guardian?
Why do you have to be so inquisitive about magic?
Oh, it's okay, because I was about to ask as we're moving back through, is there any other magic that pings my senses?
Let me think. Not that I know of. Nope. Nope.
If the DM doesn't know, it's probably not there.
Yeah.
Yeah, if I don't know, it's not
If I
there.
don't know, if you don't know it, it doesn't exist.
No, there's nothing. I mean, not the path that you took. Nope, there was no magic for you.
Cool.
So it's, yeah, early afternoon. You're in your quarters. You have your own kitchen, 2 bedrooms, each with 2 beds in it. Funny, eh? And
Lovely, yeah.
the living room with a small little library, a few books, a few sofas to sit. It's just folklore, it's just tales of
I need reading
brave
material,
men.
and all I need to do is flip through it once and I've got it, so...
Right, what do you want to do?
I'm going to look at Milo and say, we have to get ourselves one of these.
One of these
It would
rooms,
be
you mean?
nice.
No, one of
Well,
these castles.
I think he means the part that includes
Right.
all of it.
Not bad. Definitely not bad. bit gaudy for my taste, but yes.
Is there a guard stationed outside our doors or anything?
Let me check that. When you went up, no, this one went up straight into the house. No, but you saw soldiers everywhere outside.
What time
No,
is it?
most likely be patrols all over the
We're
place.
not prisoners. That's fine. Said we'll be doing investigating in and around. We're just not supposed to interfere with the military. That's fine. We're not prisoners. Yeah,
We're guests at a unfamiliar location.
exactly.
Yeah, and you have been granted one night.
Yeah.
At
I
the
will
castle.
look to the others and say, this mage. When I meet with him, I would appreciate it if, regardless of the questions that are asked, you don't interfere. And I'll look at Elios.
Very well.
I think you should be careful around this mage. For all we know, he is the source of all this.
That is my theory
That is-
as well.
Yes, we all share the same suspicion, I think.
Yep.
But if he is, I don't want to.
The ability to create visual constructs.
If he is,
I
and you
would-
start asking questions, we might have to be ready for...
I need confirmation that he is our source of the
Token.
Well,
undead.
the
The last thing we
First.
want is that entire castle attacking us.
When I do have it, I'll wait for the most opportune moment to strike.
And as I've said,
That should give you enough time.
his notes and research, if I can get my hands on them, will benefit us all in the long run.
Well, I'm not the one that uses fire, so that one will be in your hands.
What we...
Okay, I can use water as well now. Significant amounts.
I might have a plan if you are willing to hear it.
Go for it.
Go for it, we have plenty of time.
When you go to speak with this possible necromancer, we are unsure what kind of mage he might be. If we can find out for sure where his quarters are or where his lab is,
You wanna
possibly
break in?
during your talk with him while he's distracted, I could discover a route into his chambers and take a look around.
May I say that's a very bad idea, Milo? My reasoning being that we don't know, or it's highly likely that he has magical wards, and you would need me with you in order
Plenty of
to
them.
be able
Well-
to detect them and subvert them.
There is a possibility that if you go to meet with him, he's going to want to meet relatively close to his lab, just not in
Fine.
his most intimate areas. So you could possibly alert me of any.
If I am using my skill to detect magical wards, it's likely he'll be able to tell that I'm doing that.
Yes.
I mean,
And I've
You-
no doubt that this individual is more powerful than I am, Milo. I'm
Hmm.
good, but I'm not that good. Not enough for one of those constructs that you saw earlier. That magic is decades ahead of what I have presently.
And might I remind you that we do not want this entire army on our heads?
Ah, yes. Currently, we are the outsiders.
I think if we discover, though, that there is necromancy associated with this mage of theirs, we might not be as worried about the soldiers.
Unless they're all in on it anyway.
The captain seemed, or the count seemed very honest whenever we said something about it, that he just didn't know anything.
Perhaps the soldiers are in on it, but he's left out in the dark.
Yes. Well, we can't say anything for sure until we meet and see the...
So we just
So
behave
we
at our best right now.
Well-
It's best not to fiddle with this nest of bees.
Maybe then instead we take this time to chat with some of the soldiers throughout the day and see if we get a feeling for any that might know more than what they're letting
Yeah,
on.
but I have a while do nothing does with those on guard duty. Just go to the captain if you want to talk to soldiers. So that's if we want to do disruptive duty.
I totally agree. I didn't understand half of that, but I
didn't
agree.
understand
Yeah, I
what's
didn't
going on
either.
here. You
Well,
need to fiddle with your echo cancellation,
your
I think it
mic.
is.
I'm like, it's good. Just settings is popped up.
I know that feeling, mate.
It's turning the
It's-
entire thing into an echo.
It's echo cancellation. You need to fiddle with.
It's like you're in a cave.
Yeah,
or
it's like you're
well.
in a cave.
Well, my room is kind of like a cave. Yeah.
Oh, well.
But I think he said go to the place where they all eat and drink and talk to them.
Yep.
Work.
See? I understood half, but I fetched the meaning. I think
take
he means
that
the
plan.
dining hall.
Let's take that plan and further on it. I think splitting up would be most efficient here.
I
We
agree.
want to talk to
Is it
soldiers. Well, I think Milo, you might do well. The wizard has built. Apparently, their archmage has built that shield guardian. It's a large thing, and I assume he would want to have some private space for it, which would probably be either a cellar or one of the towers. Now, the towers have guards stationed on them, so the cellar seems most likely.
May I suggest I simply go for a walk on the opposite side of the courtyard? On our way here, my ability to detect magic was still active, and I did not find anything that stuck out. Perhaps if I once again cast the spell and simply go for a walk in and around the courtyard, I might be able to determine if there are areas of magical property in and around the keep. I
my
would,
own-
however,
You know, it just
not
came
like
to
to go on
mind.
my own, and I'll look at Milo.
Right. If I may say something, from my own experience of that spell, it is, and it won't detect anything on the other side of the walls of the courtyard. So if you're
Yes.
just walking through the courtyard,
But I'm
That
not
would
going to
be-
walk through the courtyard.
well, very good, as long as you're aware.
I am aware of the limitations of my own magic. Thank you, Paladin.
Not the only one who uses
And the
magic.
wizard will, he'll kind of tap his spell book before putting it back on his belt, and I'll look to Milo. Shall we go for a walk?
Yeah, I think it'd be nice to see the ins and outs of this castle.
Good point, but I'll make sure that the stable, one of the places that I know it's at.
So we've got Milo and Tokan, yeah?
Yeah.
And I'm gonna ritual cast detect
Well-
magic.
While we are exploring, possibly y'all might talk with some of the soldiers.
The others, let me just put this straight. The others stay in the quarters or go off
No, I
some...
think
Just
Ymir
gonna
and
take a
I
look
are
at the
going to go to the
fletcher.
dining hall.
They're gonna go interview.
I'm going to the Fletcher, see what's in there.
Yeah, me too. I look somewhat like a soldier with my armor and such, so I'd probably be able to mingle in.
Okay. So you make your way straight to the dining hall. The wolf is
Fletcher's.
where?
Doc, they said they
In
were
the
going to
stables,
Fletcher's
there's a
first.
horse of
Oh, the Fletcher
Ilios.
first. Sorry, and sorry about the wolf.
The wolf is with Ilios's horse.
Okay.
In the stable.
The horse is the wolf is being stabled.
Well, it's just sitting next to the horse being guard duty.
Yeah. And you guys want to go to the Fletcher?
Yeah, just see what's in there, see what I can potentially get, because I can't
Actually-
keep punching shadows with my quiver any other day.
Let me just...
But it's so good.
It's manly, but it's hardly efficient.
Wait.
A D4 or something, I can't remember.
Yeah, it's a 1d4.
Did it work?
Oh wow, Jesus.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Hey, there we are. Ground level.
So this, I believe somewhere here is the way up to your castle, to your...
Quarters. Yeah,
To your
these
quarters.
stairs.
Just so you have a reference, and there's the stables. Actually, you know what? Since we're here now, why not put those things up to the token layer, so you know where the stables are?
Yeah.
Because you have seen those places,
Yeah.
and you've also seen that there being dining halls where you walk down. You notice that there's the gate watch there. And while you also walk by, that one looked like soldier quarters. And there's the Fletcher. There is the blacksmith. Just so that we have a few reference points that you've come to know. Okay, so you go to the Fletcher. The others, you will go like up north, Milo Tokan, or
First place I want to check.
just ping it and I just put you there.
Yeah, I just kind of follow our wizard, so.
I want to check this area first.
Okay, so you get up there, and that's when you encounter the doors are closed. Soldier standing there, looking at you. Right, Fletcher. Yeah, you enter the Fletcher shop, and you see an old man sitting behind a desk, having 3 little boys around him, and just, showing them how to tie feathers to shafts. And this is how you make good arrows. See that? Now it's your turn. And the little boys get eagerly working on the feathering of the arrows.
Smile to the old man and walk close at our normal pace.
Ah, young customers, what brings you to my humble room?
Is it human?
Yeah, he's human. He is very old for
I
a
would
human.
like to
Not very
upgrade
young.
my type of projectile launching device. I casually put my bow on his workbench.
The bow. Okay.
Yeah, my longbow.
He looks at the bow and he's like, ah, that's a longbow, right?
Yep.
It's not a short bow. Okay. He's like, fingers the wood and he's like, ah, I've seen them before. It looks like a longbow.
I would like to upgrade it to be a bit more convenient for my line of duty.
That's the one that you got from the guild, right? Or did you buy it somewhere? Try to remember where you got the
bought it
longbow.
at a blacksmith.
The blacksmith over there at... Yeah, okay. So he's like, still curious. I think I've seen that kind of design before. Ah, well, I might be just getting old. So, what do you mean, upgrades? It looks like a fine bow to me.
Well, it doesn't exactly pack quite a punch. I'm kind of having trouble getting through armored opponents.
Ah, but that's it's not a problem of your bow. You may want to get some different arrows. And he just, makes with the finger like a click sound, and one of the little boys comes like, bring me some of the broadhead arrows, please. And he just skitters off and comes back a minute later, brings a few really wicked looking arrowheads. And he puts them out on the table.
I pick one up and closely inspect the craftsmanship.
Those are designed to penetrate hill giant metal armor. They work as good on any humanoid and other creature too, but
Very nice
specifically
design,
good.
but do you have something of a magical nature?
He just looks at you. Hill giants are not magical. Why would I need magical arrows against hill giants?
It was just a question. It would be
Right.
quite nice to have some magical arrows for a collection, so to speak.
Let's quickly have a look at the other 2 that are messing with the military right now.
Messing, yeah.
So he's just standing there, arms crossed. And
Yeah,
where
I'm
are
soldier.
you going?
We are looking for the Archmage's quarters. Could you direct us to them?
The mage.
Yes. The
Well,
mage.
certainly not here.
That's fine, but
What might be here?
Here might be part of the military garrison.
that's fine. But once again, could you direct us to the mage's quarters?
Give me persuasion. Well, I'm looking for the price of magical arrows. Ah, no, he's like, well, outsider, I have not seen you before, and I doubt that he may want to see you, so...
I'll
Just-
intentionally interrupt him and say, we are here on orders of the mayor of... It's not Faldara, stop it!
Do sorrow.
Desaro. Why do I keep thinking Faldara? Desaro. Now, if you would like to continue to get in the way of our official business, that's fine. Otherwise, please direct us to the mage's quarters.
And you
Can
think
ask the
the
Count.
mayor has any hold over this castle? Move
The
along.
Count has said we are more than welcome to.
Move
if you would like to
along before I
investigate.
throw you in the prison cells, and I'm happy to point them out to you. And he just points across there and tells you that there's the prison. I happily escort you there.
To be fair, good sir, a prison cell's not gonna hold him. He's a wizard. Let's be honest. So there's no need for all this brute force, manliness that's being thrown around right now.
Well, move along.
Tokan, obviously this man knows nothing. He obviously is of such low stature amongst the ranks that he wouldn't know anything about the Archmage. We should just keep moving.
I suppose, and here I was thinking he would be able to gain himself some credit by assisting us.
People have no ambition.
I'll begrudgingly nod at Milo and then nod. Perhaps someone else will be able to inform us.
Possibly. And at this point, Milo starts walking off in another direction.
I'll
Good.
turn on my heels and follow
Ping
Milo.
where you want to go, and then we go back to the Fletcher. We're just trying to bounce it between them.
We're
Okay,
heading
so
towards
you're getting
these.
towards the stables. Fletcher. So yeah. So yeah, magical means you don't need them against hill giants.
No, it would be like for special emergency cases and mostly collecting purposes.
Well, I mean, I have made some silver arrows when I was younger, but my fingers are not what they used to be. And now I'm drifting off towards Scottish shit. Okay. Anyway, so yeah, he is like, so yeah, those broadhead arrows are regular arrows. That's all I have to offer right now.
Could I perhaps request a silver arrow made by you?
One silver arrow?
Precisely. Sure, I don't know the price you would ask for such quality.
Well, if it's just one silver arrow, that would be 5 gold pieces for one silver arrow.
But how much would 20 be, if I may ask?
Well, 20 would cost you 100 gold pieces.
That would actually be a very fair price, and I'm willing to pay that.
Well, you need to wait a day, because I need to get the old silver up here, out of the storage, and bend it into shape. You want to have some broadhead or some regular arrows made with silver?
How about half and half?
Yes, sure, I can do that for you, young man. I'm just writing it
So
down.
I'll just put 100 gold in a different pouch and keep it separate from my other valuables. Should I pay upfront or
Yeah.
afterwards?
Well, half up front and the half afterwards.
Fair enough. I hand him 50 gold.
150 after, and he's just looking to the kids, and he's like, "Well, kids, it's an exciting time now. We will make some silver arrowheads. Go and heat up the flames so we can cast the silver." He seems to be very excited.
I'm kind of lingering around, curious about the entire process.
Oh, that's gonna take quite a few hours, so if you want to stick around, you may.
I'll meet
but-
you in the dining hall later.
I'll see
He
you
also
later,
is leaving
Ilios.
for the dining hall. Fuck,
Okay.
he knows how fucking long it takes to see things being forged. Like, fuck that shit. Takes forever.
It surely will take a long time, so I'm wondering when Ymir will start walking out of that room. Anyhow, Ymir and the young boys are now gathering around the old man, who's slowly beginning to lay out some casting things to make arrows. Milo, Tokan. So you're near the stables.
Yeah. The young staple boy from earlier is there, right?
Yeah, sure. He's
Searching for him
taking
first.
care of the horses. There's
I'll second
some
him over.
military horses there.
You
Yep.
see Ilios walking across the courtyard on the other side, by the way.
Yeah, he's like that. You walk up and go in. Yes, sir. Yes. How can I help you?
I'll remove. God, I've got all my. Hang on. There's all my money. I'll remove 5 gold pieces
All
from
this money. Yeah.
from in my bag of holding, and I'll kind of just place them in the boy's hand. I don't suppose you would be able to direct us to where the Archmage's quarters are.
Ah, the mage. Yeah. Sure. Yeah. Come. You give him the money, right?
Oh yeah. I
Yeah,
handed
so
him 5.
he takes the 5 gold. Should have never put children into this castle.
One of them's gonna end up dead before the end of this session.
No, they're like Fallout 4 kids.
They only go unconscious.
Unkillable.
Okay.
You can punch them as much as you want, they will not drop.
Oh my god.
Don't tempt me.
Like your punches deal -1 damage. Fucking hell.
Yeah,
right, I
you heal him.
Tokan, would you like to borrow my quiver for punching purposes?
Hey, I have a quarterstaff. I can beat people
Right,
over the head.
so you still have your magical detect on, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So while you walk into this little passageway, there's a door here, and the little boy, as you look at the door, is like, no, that's the guard captain. That's where the wizard lives, and he points straight ahead to that one. And since you now know where the guard captain lives, I put that one up too.
Cool. I'll nod to the boy and I'll remove. Say, let's go 16, just to give myself a nice round number. I'll remove 16 silver pieces from the bag of holding, just drop them kind of in his other little hand, and say, and that's just to keep it. And you never showed us where this was, though. You didn't have a discussion with us, did you?
No, and I've never been here because I've been with the horses all along. And he just runs back to the horses.
I'll look to Milo. Persuasion at its finest.
If you say so.
Do I detect magic on the door, Doc, as we approach it?
Yes, you do.
Well, Milo doesn't, so he's
Yeah,
starting to
I'll look at
walk
Milo
up to
and
the
shake-
door.
I'll just kind of frown. There is a ward on the door, Milo. So feel free to try. It could be quite entertaining to see what kind of ward it is. I don't know. I would have to. If you'll give me a moment.
I'm visualizing a 10d10 necrotic damage in your
Right, Milo just explodes.
Cliff
Just
of
chunks.
Ward symbol. Oh, love that spell. Cliff
I
of
t-
Warding.
I turn around and start looking towards the courtyard and say, well, see what you can do.
I'll look at the guard captain's quarters to my right and say, perhaps we should back at a later time. Now
Well,
we know where it is, at the very least.
the thing is I bet even during the night, there are plenty of guards still active. We're probably not going to have a great time.
Very well. I'll turn around.
We don't have to go in right now. We just need to figure out what's going on.
Very well.
It's best not to do it all at once.
I'll walk over to the door. I'm not trying to open it or anything. I'll just rest my hand against the wood. I'll remove a feather and my black pearl. And I'm going to be casting Identify for the warding.
You try to identify warding.
Yep.
He does touch the door during this time, so...
Yeah. Although
Oh,
I'm not
no.
trying to open it, so as long as the condition of the ward is when it's tried to open. Because identify doesn't temper with it.
We shall see. Is that a cast or ritual?
It's a ritual. So I am at the moment.
Oh, it's going to take you a few minutes.
Yeah, you can go and switch to the other people, I presume.
Ilias, yeah, you enter that dining hall. A few soldiers there. Less than earlier because, well, lunchtime is almost over.
Okay.
There's a few barmaids running around, cleaning up tables.
I'm gonna try and find a table where there's still people sitting. Like a group of soldiers with an
It's
empty chair.
easy, yeah, there's still 2 people on one of the tables.
I'm gonna sit down and say, oh, hey, welcome. Oh, hi there.
Hello, stranger. Are you
Hello.
one of the new recruits? No, your armor looks way too shiny. Yeah, he doesn't look like a raw recruit though.
Well, I wouldn't say I hopefully don't look like a recruit too much, but... no, I'm here from outside. From the...
You don't say. From outside.
works
From
better
outside, he
quickly,
just
yeah.
like claps the table. Well, we never guessed that.
Does word spread quickly in the castle?
No, but since you don't belong here, you must be obviously from the outside.
Such a fair point. Are you guys going to be on duty in a bit, or...?
Nah, we've got the rest of the afternoon off.
Ah, great.
Pulled a long night shift, so we just ate something and just gonna relax and,
Oh, very nice. Those are awful, aren't they? The night shifts? Long nights, just having to stay up when nothing happens. Ugh.
They just look at each other and keep silent.
Okay, I understand, don't worry. This is wink.
Well, they just keep on drinking then. It's just, they went
Yeah,
silent when you said nothing happens, nothing, whatever. So, good, okay.
Well, your night watch is a lot more interesting than my experiences.
No, everything good. Pardon me, I just got on the wrong throat.
It's like this.
Oh, they're definitely trying to hide something from you.
I'm
It's
gonna
night.
lean in and whisper, look, I'm here on official business, and some very bad things have been happening in the area lately. Your count does not seem to have noticed it. I'm really trying to help the people here, those poor villagers outside of these castle walls. It's really important to me that you tell me everything you've seen or that you know. Now, what did you see at night?
Persuasion or intimidation? What you want to do?
Persuade. I'm trying to scare them.
Okay.
I rolled
See,
shit anyway.
see
but
that's
hey.
why they're like, well, see at night. Did you see something? Nah, I didn't see anything. Nah, we didn't see anything. We didn't see anything. He then keeps on drinking.
Right. But, well, let's say you pull those plugs out of your ears and just slide over 5 gold to each of them underneath my hand. What would you hear at night if you had been listening?
Tell you what, you don't want to have duty near the staircase to the southern cellars. No, you don't want to have that. And they have not collapsed the entrance there on purpose either. Nope, not that either. No.
Definitely no hill giants around at night, no?
Ah, that would be a relief to see them again. That's at least less spooky than the noises from
Very spooky
down
noises,
there.
huh?
Wow.
Nothing in the sky, right? At least.
Sky? What do you mean?
Oh, I was wondering if it was even worse. That's good to hear.
You've seen it too?
So you have.
The others don't believe me. I saw it that just for a moment, just sailing over the mountains. Huge,
Yes,
I tell
see
you.
the same thing.
Huge.
You get a better look at it from your vantage point. What did it look like to you?
It's a dragon. But nobody believes me. Yeah, come on, Babs, you dragons. They've all gone extinct. Haven't seen one in ages. No, I tell you. It's a dragon.
What did you see about the dragon? Any color, or was it?
Nah, it's hard to say. Could have been any color. Well, I mean, I'm certain it's not red. They are the worst, aren't they?
Oh, they are awful.
So yeah, it's not red.
Well, that's a relief, I suppose, for you guys as well. Well, I hope I can be of so at least of a bit of service to you guys. Wish you good luck with. At least you got the day off, so wish you good luck with that.
Oh yeah,
Go and have
day
some
off.
drinks on me.
It's gonna be good. Oh, thanks. Right, so Tokan.
I'm gonna leave.
Yes.
Let's go back. Okay, Ilias, we just pop Ilias out there. Before we come to you, Tokan, let me just quickly see what the entrance to the southern. That's what I thought. Ilias? Well, I mean the southern entrance. That's what they describe. Like that thing
Okay, that's
supposedly
south.
has an entrance.
Okay.
Well, yeah. Sorry. That way is north. This map is
Okay.
upside down. Sorry about that. So north is actually to the left side. I didn't want to put the castle up right because that
no,
way
I understand. Okay.
it looks better on the
This is
plates.
the entryway to the southern cellar. Where
That's
apparently
to the
voices-
southern cellars. Yep. Togan, your spell ends. You touch the door. You are none the wiser. Apparently, the magic is not within the door, but near, behind, somewhere the door.
Okay.
Do you wish to open it?
Well, is it locked?
Haha. Who knows?
I'll look at Milo and then say, let's step back a few.
Oh god. Milo gets around the corner.
Hmm.
I'll,
Milo kind of stands here.
what's the... I'll step 30 foot back from the door, Doc.
You used to come out, you look to the left, you see Milo just hiding behind.
So I'll step over to the corner.
You see
Uh,
Tokan doing something too.
I'll just kind of...
Is this gonna be loud?
I'll cast the Matter J to make the door or I'll try and slam the door open.
Does it have to slam?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, actually, slams shut and flies open. It doesn't slam open, sorry. The wording is flies open, so it just opens quickly. It slams shut. If I close doors, they slam.
I need a dex save from you.
For me?
Mhm.
I'm behind the wall over here.
Mhm.
Okay.
Only him?
Mhm.
Okay, thank God.
13.
Ilias, you're looking to your left, right? You see them, right?
Sure.
You see Tokan standing behind the wall when he suddenly lands on his ass.
Oh, okay.
Tokan, you can roll that for yourself, 1d4.
Oh, not bad.
Nah, he just lands on his ass. 3
Wait,
points
really?
of damage.
3 damage from
What
fall.
happened?
Yeah, you landed really rough on your ass.
So I just
imagine you have
see
a tail to worry
Tokan just
about.
randomly flop on his ass.
Yeah, just out of the blue, he's like, flop! Sits on the ground, and the door stays shut. But
I'm
you
gonna
don't know that.
seen that happen and take a quick look around to see if no one's watching that.
Nobody seemed to have noticed that.
Then I'm gonna start walking over.
I'll stand up and brush myself down. A ward of force of some description. As he dusts himself down. How irksome. Oh dear. I'll look at Milo and then over to Helios, who's fast approaching across the courtyard.
Ilias, you have arrived.
I would advise, if you want to do it, I normally don't endorse this behavior, but for this time, I'm going to say, at the very least, do it at night.
Well, with respect, there's no
We're
one here
just-
to see us.
We're just
I had to
curious
find
as
out what the
Luckily
to.
wording was.
Tokon found some wording. We were trying to figure out what it was. That way, when we do come back at night, we're not surprised.
No,
Have
see,
you
the-
tried simply unlocking the door?
That's what Tokon did.
Evidently,
Did he?
the door is locked, and
Well-
touching it with magic appears to have set off some form of force ward.
Perhaps trying to fight magic with magic is not the right idea here?
Perhaps, but I still wanted to see what the wording was.
Milo, maybe you can be of service.
Let me.
I didn't want to
Attempt
have
this.
Milo access
I-
it without me first knowing what the
I
magic
do.
was.
I do ask y'all if I die,
I'll pray for you.
I
don't let Ilias burn my body.
got it.
I won't. I'll respect your wishes.
Right, let's
would
go
you- where do
quickly
you wish to be
to
buried?
Yamiya while they
I
do
don't
some
wish to be buried. We will
crazy
discuss this
things over
later.
there.
What do you want me to do with your body? It's going to rot away.
We will discuss this later. I'm gonna survive.
Okay. Quickly to Yamiya. Yamiya, one of the boys has brought up a lot of silver, and the Fletcher has laid out one broadhead and one regular arrow casting, and he starts smelting the silver, and then he gets his hands on the 10 shafts that he has prepared, 5 of them with a little bit thicker wood, and yeah, he puts feathers on while he waits for the silver to boil and melt. Do you want to do
I
anything?
carefully observe.
Okay, you try to
Trying to
learn how to
learn.
make better arrows.
Yeah.
The boys around you just like look up at you, then look over to what he's doing, then they nudge you. A little bit too old, eh?
Never too old to learn, young one.
Right, and so he starts casting the first silver arrow head into the casting, and it's hot. Okay, so there we go. Milo, Tokon, Ilias, what are you doing?
I walk up to the door and start trying to pick it.
I need a wisdom save from you.
No way.
So you see him slide his tools into the lock, and then you wait, and you wait, and you I mean, you've seen Milo work, but gosh, Milo's taking forever.
Oh man.
Suddenly you realize, as a minute has passed, that Milo has been, oh, what's the condition? Oh, let's see.
Paralyzed.
Oh, petrified would be way too bad.
Paralyzed.
Well,
He's paralyzed.
Milo suddenly looks a lot whiter than you imagine it. don't you?
Yeah. Milo is paralyzed. He just stands there, his hands on his tools in
Am I
the
still,
lock,
like,
and he's just
awake to what's
paralyzed.
going
well,
on?
there is magic on the lock.
Huh. You touched the door, not the lock. You said you touched the door. Not the lock.
Because the lock is part of the door.
It's
Yeah.
metal, the other is wood,
It's
but
a bit.
regardless,
That's-
he
yeah,
is
whatever.
currently
Oh,
paralyzed.
that's fine.
Fingers on his tools inside the lock.
Am I able to still like see what's going on?
Yeah, you're just paralyzed.
Yeah, you cannot speak, you cannot move, you cannot do anything. If they kick you, they would have advantage against you, and maybe even a critical chance, I'm not sure. Just hope that he's not going to kick you.
I'll look at Ilios, then back at Milo. Well, at least now we know there is also a ward on the lock. I did say that I would much rather I had been able to fully identify everything before we had Milo go and try this, but this is on you, Paladin. Perhaps listen to the wizard next time. Could you please retrieve the halfling?
I think my business is done here. Well, if you don't want me here trying to help you with
Would at
Business,
least help
then I'll be
fix
leaving.
your
Goodbye.
mess.
You apparently tried to use other magic on the door and it didn't work.
Yes.
I suggested a different approach.
And now Milo has been... And then I'll kind of indicate...
Don't blame me for it.
That was your fault.
If you wanted to identify everything beforehand, then why weren't you still identifying it?
Because I wanted
Don't
to
blame
identify...
me for it.
I will save my friend then. Go and do whatever it is you want to do. And I'll move over and kind of just yank Milo back.
Yep, nothing happens to you. You just get him back. The tools slide out of because they're still in his grip. Slide out of the lock.
His hands.
Milo still is paralyzed and will do so for the next 3 hours.
Can I attempt to go to Milo and start like straightening out his joints? Try and move them?
Idea.
Let's see. I
I
mean,
think paralysis doesn't stop others from doing stuff to me.
yeah,
I
it's
think
just you
I
cannot move
can't.
or
You can't move it
speak.
yourself.
Yeah, yeah. Sure, you
Alright,
can.
well,
You can straighten
What
out
I'm
his legs.
gonna do is I'm gonna prop him. Okay, I'm pretty much going to make it look like he's leaning on my shoulder, you know? Like he's got one arm over my shoulder. And I'm gonna...
Of course, for a little halfling, and you
yeah,
the big.
I'm just gonna... Yeah. So I'm gonna be like slightly crouched down, but have him lean on me, and I'm gonna be like walking really slowly across the courtyard and sort of moving his legs for him. Attempt to make it look like everything's fine and head to bring him to our
The
quarters.
soldiers on the other end, and they're now passing like they're patrolling. They just look at you, and they start giggling, and you just get the whiff because you're already near the bar. You already get that. Like you hear like one too many. Must have been. Look at this little guy. Don't.
Halflings
Yeah.
really are lightweights, aren't they?
Yeah. The soldiers just pass you. They go into the dining hall, and you're making
When-
your way back to your rooms.
Yeah, I'm
When
bringing
y'all-
him to our quarters.
When y'all first turned me around, I have the most angry look on my face looking at both of y'all.
Well, you can't because you have no facial expressions.
No.
Your eyes can
Even
go
in my
around,
eyes,
that's
like they
it.
can't.
Well, your eyes, they're
You
just
can't move
like.
your eyebrows.
Yeah, you can move your eyes, that's it.
Yeah.
Well, then, as I slowly regain control, I will look very angrily at both of you.
And as I said, it's gonna take you 3 hours.
Yeah.
Sorry. Well, so yeah, you get back. You could put him in one of the bedrooms, whatever you want to do. Ymir, this is so boring watching him do this. It's like tedious work, and you really get the feeling that this guy is not going to be done before tomorrow morning, at least.
I'll look at you, Milo, and say, "Don't go anywhere." Before I'll.
If you were an acolyte at the temple, this is the point when you would have had a smack over the head. I'm going to ask the blacksmith a few questions. You, of course, that was a terrible pun.
Oh. Did you discover anything when you were, well, whatever you were doing in the dining hall? I presume drinking.
We can discuss the results of all of our findings when everyone's back here tonight.
I suppose.
Before that, I'm going to the blacksmith to ask him a few questions.
I will
I'll
watch
walk out of the
Milo, I
lecture as
suppose.
Ilios walks by.
I'll stick with Milo.
Okay, wait, token Milo, they already have
Actually-
that token. Yeah.
I am going to cast Identify on Milo to identify exactly what spell affected him. Exactly.
You will find out
what
it's
spell-
paralysis, and yeah.
what spell caused it.
He has been paralyzed. It's
Well-
paralyzation spell.
So just paralysis was the spell.
Yeah.
So it wasn't a ward.
Maybe the
That's
what
not
set
the
off
spell.
the spell. It's the spell. You get the spell out of him. I'm just gonna put you, Ilias, to the blacksmith. Even so, you just imagine you're on the downstairs, not on the upstairs.
There's no paralysis spell. That's
I'm sure there's a
Yeah.
paralysis spell
There
somewhere.
isn't.
Then find me a
spell just
spell
called
that gives me
paralysis.
paralysis.
All
Whatever.
right,
Old
okay.
person.
Sorry, dog. I thought you actually had something specifically set up.
No, I
Okay.
don't. It's
Got it.
just
I'll find a spell.
it's
Yeah,
just
that's
one of
okay.
those spells that
The
there's like.
spell's called whole person, but you can't learn it off of this.
No, I'm not trying to learn it. I'm trying to identify what
Why
spell is on the door.
Well,
Well, if it is whole
spells-
person, then just
This
let's
whole person does this.
Yeah,
presume
it's
that
whole
he has a way to cast a spell as a ward on the thing, and that's gonna cast hold person on. I mean,
That's fine. You can set up a ward to cast a spell. That's what
he's just
wards
way
can do.
higher.
Yep.
You have never
Which
done
makes
it,
sense
but
because the material to make it is a small straight piece of iron, so that could just be in the locking mechanism.
maybe you should try it yourself one of those days.
Maybe I
Anyways,
should.
Ilias, you are at the blacksmith. You walk in, you hear like the clang, clang, somebody just in the back room, in the back of the room, just hammering on something.
Hello?
Just a minute! Pling! Pling! And it is done, and you hear a hissing sound as something goes into liquid and just comes out. And then, with the sword in hand, he comes to the counter, puts it on the counter. Pfft. So, good day to you.
Good day.
I thought you were the one that ordered this. Oh, well, I guess it's not yours then. How can I help you?
Does the sword look well made?
It looks like a well-made longsword.
Okay. Well, no, sorry, I didn't order that sword. I have my own. I'm just quickly flashing him like just a bit of the blade.
Curious design.
It's very well made. It was by an excellent smith I knew once.
Is that elven made?
As a matter of fact, it is, yes.
See, I thought I have keen eyes. I see that,
Well,
and
if
that
you'd
and
like to
the
see it.
inscriptions on the side. Gave it away. Elves can never not do any smithing without putting some runes and some elvish into their things. It's just,
Well,
they're never really known for
For this one,
blunt.
I gladly
mean,
they
for
did.
plain weapons. So, what brings you to my humble establishment? You want your weapons being sharpened, or to
well,
commission
my-
a few daggers?
Oh no, I am very much set on the weapons department. I'm here I'm sure you've already heard that some travelers came in today, right?
No, but I see you, so I guess
Well,
so.
we did. Yes. I come from Duzaro. The mayor there sent me, as well as my companions who are not here at the moment.
Ah,
We are looking at... Have you heard some of the rumors from the area lately?
nah,
things that
I'm
happen.
busy all day long, sharpening swords, making halberds, spears, everything. I tell you one thing, the battle against those hill giants, my goodness, the weapons, they dole out so fast, constant working. I'm just so glad that in the last week or two, I had more time to just, breathe. Just take a little bit back from the pace and just finally finish up some of the ordered weapons.
The weapons are just ordered for the soldiers here, or do you take any commissions from outside the castle?
Yeah, most of them are commissioned from inside the castle. It's been ages since somebody outside ordered something. But the pay is good and steady. Even if I don't do anything, I get paid.
Oh,
I get
that's
paid
very
more
good.
when
That's
I do
an excellent arrangement,
more work, but yeah.
of course. By the way, how do you manage your supplies here? You don't have a mine at the castle. Where do you get your supplies from?
How do you know we don't have a mine? Nah, just kidding. We get them shipped up from Duzaro. They, let me just go back to the main map so I exactly know where they're coming from. See that one, and he just gets one of the iron bars, just plank on the table, and you see on it a symbol that looks dwarvish to you. See, that one comes from the dwarves up in Dur and Baldur. It's being shipped over Stonebridge, then Duzaro, and then finally ends up here. Expensive,
Wow.
but the best iron you can get around here.
Oh, definitely. The dwarves know their iron, their metals very well.
They do.
I had this armor I had it made. They made it for me
Did they?
many years ago.
Ah.
Yes.
See? So you know good dwarven iron. And he just takes the ingot and just puts it back under the counter. Now there's a few iron mines in the Rofel hillsides, just like tiny things run by locals, but that stuff, I not even make a cooking pot out of that. Not once you've worked with dwarven iron, you will never touch regular iron again. Trust me.
I'll do so. I'll take your word for it. With all the work that you do here, do you not have anyone helping you out? An assistant or another blacksmith?
Oh, I've got an apprentice, yeah, but he's got his day off today.
Ah, I see. Well, they need rest too.
Yeah, and I would just say they have like child labor rules, but yeah. No, yeah, apprentices, they, you know, sometimes they deserve a day off. Especially since we had a low week this week. Less weapons to sharpen.
Yup. Oh, about the lower week, the hill giants haven't been showing up in the last few weeks then.
Yeah, so I
Have you-
hear. I mean,
Have you noticed anything else strange? Something off about the castle or the people here?
nah, to be honest, I mostly sit in here, hammer away. If I'm not hammering, I sharpen the swords over there on that nice little whetstone. That's very dry right now. No, I hardly ever get out of my smithy. And at the end of the day, so tired, I just drop right into my bed and sleep. And he points upstairs.
Small world then.
It's a very small world, as I said. It pays,
Right,
and
if it
the
pays,
retirement funds are very good. Just a few more years, and I go and retire. I'm just gonna buy myself a farm somewhere. Maybe over there in Stonebridge, you know, like closer to the dwarves, but still in human territory.
well, sounds at least like the Count is taking very good care of his men.
Well, he does.
Well, it's been good talking to you. Thank you for your assistance.
If you need anything sharpened, just, you know, drop in anytime. Right now, as long as there's no
I know where
other
to find you.
assault coming, I shall have some spare time.
Alright, well, very good. Thank you for your time.
And he goes
Good day.
back and takes the
Heading to
next weapon.
quarters.
Okay, so you go back home.
Mm-hmm.
Yamir, you still look and watch as he makes the second arrow?
Well, I quickly went to the dining hall, got some food, and head back to the quarters.
Okay, so you're back at the quarters. Dining hall was quite empty when you got there. Afternoon time and all that, you know, low time, cleaning up, preparing for the busy evening. So you're all back. Milo is
Walking
still
the passing lane.
paralyzed.
What happened to Milo?
Well, Token and Milo was trying to gain entry into the wizard's quarters while he isn't here. That backfired, literally.
Well,
I never thought I would say it, but
There was
I
no
was
fire.
watching metal melt.
There was a fire.
Wow. Anyhow,
I triggered a ward, then Milo triggered another ward, which was Ilios' fault, might I add. The second one, the first one was on me. I will take responsibility for that. By the way, Doc, does this count as a short rest?
Your time, yeah, yours definitely a short
I'm
rest.
waiting, yeah. Cool. Do you know what? Actually, I need every little bit of help I can get. So
I don't think Milo, Milo gets a short rest too, but you know what I mean.
Hang on, 1d. What's my
hit die d6.
1d6? Oh yeah, back to full health. Okay, then. And I could recover a spell slot, but I haven't used any.
Okay, your HP comes back.
Yep.
Well, anyhow, whilst you guys were doing that, I've been going around asking the inhabitants of the castle some questions. Blacksmith wasn't any use to me, but some of the guards in the dining hall were on a night shift last night.
Excuse me.
Remember how I told you about the creature I saw flying through the sky at night a few days ago?
Vaguely.
Your winged creature.
Yeah. The guards here have seen it too, flying over the mountains. They believe it was a dragon. I'm
Right.
inclined towards that suspicion now.
It wouldn't be the first dragon we've met. I'll blink and look at Ilios. Ah. Yeah. Never mind.
No,
Forget
no,
I
it
said
wouldn't.
anything.
It would be the first dragon you meet.
That's not the first dragon we meet, no.
Ah, no,
We've
true.
met-
Yeah.
A dragon.
Yeah,
Me,
yeah.
Milo, and Ymir. Ilios I can't speak for.
Yeah, true.
Well, other than that, they say there's been some very strange noises from the southern. The entrance to the southern entrance to the cellars. They've even had to collapse it. So,
Odd.
at night, might be wise to take a look down in the cellars and see what is going on, if you are able to sneak in.
The entrance is collapsed. How do you propose we get in?
That is not the only entrance to the cellars.
Oh, is it not? I thought it was a specific cellar, you said. The southern cellar.
The southern entrance to the cellar. I'm
Oh,
not
I
sure what
see.
the layout
Is
of the
the-
castle is, if there
Ah.
are more entrances, but we can always take a look.
Very true.
I'm having my silver arrows made by noon tomorrow. Before we head out, I'll go pick them up. So
Fair
let's
enough.
try not to get us kicked in it.
Well, we have no intention of getting kicked out. Just a case of we wait for the mage to get back. Presume the Count will honour his word of having one of his guards come and fetch me once he returns. I'll look at Milo. Hopefully he'll be able to move again by that point. Otherwise, well,
Food poisoning.
or, I could just say I was experimenting and, well,
You sneeze and you're paralyzed him.
more likely to set him on fire. I mean, I could do that as well. That would certainly add to it. What do you think, Milo? Nod if you think we shouldn't set you on fire.
Milo, you cannot nod.
Well, I think that settles it.
Can my eyes at least move?
You can roll your eyes, definitely.
I'd
A
shake them
little
back and
bit, a
forth as
tiny
if I was
little
nodding
bit.
My head, no.
And you just see, a click and just sparks some kind of flutter over right towards Milo before dissipating just in front of him. And I'll grin at him. Until then, I'm enjoying this book. Give me a name of one of the folklore books that I'm enjoying, Doc. Sitting here reading.
The Fisherman and the Golden Fish.
Fisherman and the Golden Fish.
Yeah.
Yes, these local tales are quite humorous.
It talks
As I
about
flip to the next page.
a cool fisherman that once caught a golden fish that was swallowed by a bigger golden fish that was then swallowed by a huger golden fish, and then the fisherman was swallowed by a
Okay, so
large.
basically someone
huge-
talked to Ymir and then died.
Yeah.
I'm the only one who got to live.
But the book was really good on telling you more about the backstory of Old Pond and some of it depends on if you believe the stories that are in there, but it just gave you a bit of family history in Old Pond.
Yeah, I'll just flip to the next page and say, I suppose you could actually enjoy some time relaxing. I'll look at Ymir and Ilios. We might as well enjoy the luxury of the room whilst we still have it. Maybe the kitchen's even stocked.
Oh, could use a drink, I guess. Yeah. Didn't have anything interesting at the very long.
So I guess we'll just wait for a summons unless anyone else has anything they specifically want to do. I would say Tokan would offer to cook, but I really don't think he's a very good cook. So maybe someone else could do it.
I'll try to cook. I mean, I can roast potatoes for the entire time, so that.
At least you can make good baked potatoes.
I feel like Ilios should be able to cook after like 2 centuries.
Yeah, I'm
Probably,
sure.
yeah.
So it is to go to the kitchen.
Yeah, I'm gonna cook some.
You look around.
Is there any ingredients?
Yeah, so you find that the cupboards are not stocked too well. I mean, there's your basic salt, pepper, a few wine bottles. Not the best vintage, just like, mediocre stuff.
It's wine.
It's wine. And since there was nobody expecting guests for that guest quarters, All the other cupboards, you know, they're empty. I mean, there's cooking utensils, but there's no food to be had.
We have still have some potatoes and stuff from the stuff, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, we still
yeah,
have
you
some.
still have potatoes and stuff, yeah.
Yeah, we have like loads of potatoes.
Come
and
here,
carrots.
give me
I
those
can make
potatoes
soup.
you have. As well as the carrots.
I
I can make some stew out of this.
I have about 6 potatoes and about 2 or 3 carrots.
Veggie soup. Veggie soup. Or stew.
Well, if we cut Milo into pieces, we can have a
I'm no
nice
stock, so I
dumpling
can't
soup.
make soup, but I can make a stew out of this. Pretty good one too.
Milo doesn't need his arms, does he? Even the bone marrow would make an excellent stock.
Well,
How
we
much
still have
time
the
has gone by?
horses that are dead.
It is getting really close to you actually throwing up. Well, losing your paralysis.
Are my fingers starting to slightly move?
Oh, yeah, just very slightly. You can move one finger, then another.
Fingertips.
It's a few more minutes, but yeah, you can.
I'm suspecting Milo might be about to flip us off. Just a guess.
You actually do notice that 4 of his 5 fingers are starting to try and curl up.
So you start cooking your stew.
Mm-hmm.
At that point, while your cooking is going on, Milo, you can move again and speak. 3 hours have
Right
passed.
next to me.
I am sitting with my book, yeah.
I punched Tokon in the nose.
I've
You're
got a
not
book
give me
in
an
front of
attack
my
on
nose.
that?
Don't hit
Well,
my
then
nose.
the book would hit your face.
Ow.
What do I roll?
Just regular D20 plus your dex? I
So
think?
just a dex.
Yeah, I
really?
think it's just a dex. Yeah, just roll me a dex. Bam! You hit the book, and the book just squashes right into the nose of Dogan, who takes 1 point of
Oh, come on.
book damage.
Really?
Yeah.
We don't,
damage.
One
don't
tiny
joke about cutting
damage
off
of
my arms.
one HP. I'm sure you don't need that 1 HP.
Yeah, right,
No.
we'll see.
Tokon, I need you to come with me, and I head to the kitchen.
Adelius is cooking
I'm
over
staying,
there.
no, I'm staying sitting with my book.
The smells from the
Anyone else
kitchen.
has asked Ymir to get some water. So
Yeah, I'm
she'll-
gonna head out with a clean bucket and get some water.
Yeah, while you're at the well, give me a perception while you stand at the well. The bucket goes down, and you bring it up, and it sounds like as if the well downstairs is bigger than just the tiny well shaft that you can see. There must be a larger room down there.
Oh,
And you get the bucket up, and yeah, return back. I'm not gonna have you do dex or anything to see how much water you spill. So you just bring it up.
I
Thank
forgot
you.
to roll dex.
No. Just don't roll dex. You could spill all the water.
Yeah, exactly.
We don't want that.
Yeah, I'll just carefully walk back with a bucket of water.
Yeah.
Alright, thank you. So I'm gonna put that in. Just have a big pot of diced apples, carrots, potatoes boiling.
As I said, spices are there. Now, if you need
Oh
spices,
yeah,
they
definitely spicing it.
are there.
Spice that shit up.
So it's getting
Well,
evening.
there
The
is some
sun,
dried meat in the rations, right?
sun is setting outside while the cooking is
Oh
done.
yeah, actually, I'll throw that in.
You have a table with 4 chairs in the living room. You could sit down and eat if you want to.
Oh, I actually have a mess kit. I've got fucking utensils to eat with. Hell
I
yeah.
mean, there is utensils in that kitchen too,
Okay.
like plates
The
and
silver
knives,
utensils
forks,
and stuff?
everything. Yeah, they are silver utensils.
I'll have Ymir get a table ready. Bring out a big ass pot of stew.
Boom! Smells delicious.
Smells good. Right, eat up, everyone.
Before we eat, we need to have a discussion.
Oh, do we?
Yes.
Hang on. Oh, do we? That's the book.
Ah, good sound effect.
Sick dramatic effects over here. Holy shit. How did he
I
do that?
have a book.
During my little free time I had, all that y'all did right at first when I got paralyzed was argue. Now, granted, Nothing bad occurred this time. But for all you knew I was dying. Did neither of you check right away? We can't have these arguments when something happens like that. We need to act. We can talk about
we
it
knew
later.
you weren't dying.
Did you? Were you
I'm
sure about
pretty
this?
familiar with the effects of paralysis, Milo. We could see it.
We are.
What if next time something is different about it? What if it's magic you haven't seen before?
Did I or did I not cast? Well, I suppose you wouldn't know. Well, you saw me with my pearl and my feather. I was perfectly content that you were okay. I made sure you were okay, Milo.
My
That is
point
my
is,
priority.
we need to stop having these internal arguments. We
Then
can
tell
hash
the
it out
paladin
at a later
to
point.
stick to his own areas of expertise. I said it was a bad idea for you to pick the lock. You went to pick the lock and you got
Well,
paralyzed.
That was my choice.
Then you made the mistake, Milo. Not
I
us.
did make a mistake.
And I
but my
pointed
point
at Elias
is,
and say, not
instead-
us. It wasn't our fault. It was your fault.
I mean, it's fine. I will take the blame for being paralyzed. However, we still need to be more congealed as a group and have these arguments later whenever we're not in a precarious situation, possibly. What if a guard had walked around the corner while
But
y'all
they
were too busy
didn't.
arguing with this time?
They didn't. Fate smiled on us. You're the only one who got paralyzed. Although I still think we should have picked up on the paralysis because the whole, oh, it's the lock, not the door. You rest your hand on the door. You don't just hold it on the door. You put it to the place where you're going to try and open.
You missed
That's
it.
what Wiki Moore did.
It was
Oh, well.
inside the lock somewhere.
Yeah. Shogun shrugs. And picks his book back up in one hand, whilst eating his stew with the other. But he also makes a wave with his hand. And Milo, your stew tastes horrible.
Oh, I wasn't eating. I'd had
You
my
need to eat.
rations. I had been eating my ration today.
Well, then nobody's stew tastes horrible. If Milo eats any of the stew, it tastes horrible. There's prestidigitation. Bitches, I can say it as well. At the moment. Oh wow, hang on.
Dum dum dum. Are you now making eating noises too?
Tokon,
No.
I don't
Well, I actually
appreciate
have
you trying to mess with the food I just made.
How would you
If you
know?
don't want any of it, then you can just not eat it. You don't need to ruin it for others.
I have no idea what you're talking about, Elias.
It would taste fine for y'all.
Yeah, only Milo's would be affected. And because he's not eating it, no
Oh,
one
sorry,
knows.
I thought I understood that you did it for everyone.
No, he only did it to mine.
My bad.
But right now, I'm finishing off the
Yeah,
rations
see,
that
Milo,
I
I
was eating.
have an avatar now. That's
You
what I
don't
was
want
testing.
any fresh food?
Oh,
Any
nice.
fresh stewed Milo?
I figured for
It's
now.
a halfling recipe. Well, at least part of it. I'm lacking a few ingredients, but thought you'd like it.
The main ingredient is there, potatoes.
True.
When you mention that it's a halfling recipe, you would notice that he kind of gets a little sad at that mention, and just refuses it more profusely.
Potatoes. Fry 'em, mash 'em,
Mash it, boy,
stew.
stick in the stew.
Right, it is dark outside because it's now evening. Sun has set. But would you even notice that? Well, I guess there is a lot of curtains in front of your arrow
Well,
slits,
windows.
windows, arrow slit thingies.
At some point it's gonna get dark and we're gonna need to light a candle.
Oh, well, you need to light the candle in the room regardless because there's not too much light coming through all
Oh,
those
okay.
windows. But there's
Candles
like
lit.
really, really fancy candle holders there with candles inside.
Oh,
So, now that we are done eating, should we plan on trying to investigate this southern cellar entrance, or
yes. I think we should check out the cellar.
did out of character, did you tell us that they had said something about collapsing it or something?
Well, he,
Yeah,
he
yeah.
has been told that there has been collapsed parts down there, yeah.
Do we know any other entrances to it?
No?
No.
How
We
would
don't know
you?
there's a-
No,
would-
that was me asking in character now.
Oh.
Well, let's
Like-
see if the southern entrance is actually blocked, and if it is, then we can look for other entrances. This is not my castle, and I've never been here before.
Well, I think we should start getting ready, because our best chance of doing it without guards trying to interfere is going to be during the night, I guess.
They'll be up in the walls, but otherwise, if we stick to the walls, they shouldn't be able to see us.
I agree.
Just need to fear about, well, sound. Zelios is starting to put on his armor again.
It's my armor I fear about. It's loud. It's noisy.
Clang, clang, clang.
I think the people would be used to metal clanky armor by now.
Can I actually, or whenever we start heading out, I'm going to make sure and at least stealth out myself.
You sorry you do what to yourself?
I'm going to make sure and be stealthy if no one else is.
Oh, stealthy.
Evening has fallen, and I'm still waiting on a summons from this other mage, so...
He's not going to arrive till tomorrow.
We were told he comes every evening.
Every other evening.
Oh, every other evening.
Whenever
Yeah.
he kind of like wants to come, or has time to come. Whatever.
Right.
You don't really know when he is coming.
Forget it then.
Oh.
Sure, let's go for this.
Alright. Well, are y'all ready to head out?
Yes,
Sure.
let's go.
To Dungeon Master
I'm just
ready.
taking my scimitar on my belt with my bow here.
Alright. Then
I'm
Milo will
taking my
start.
quiver of punching shadows.
Milo will start
Its
sneaking out.
official name.
Right. Milo, you rolled a really high stealth.
He fades from existence.
Nah, it's not that bad.
Nope, I was actually one short.
So I'm just prepping the changeover, so just wait a minute.
Yep.
Elos is doing his best to remain silent.
There we go. So yeah, you come
At a
down.
disadvantage, of course.
0. Dang. That's why Ymir and Milo are so grandly hidden, because you're so noisy.
I immediately,
stealthy.
hearing all this
Oh,
clanking,
yeah.
I turned back to Ilios and just put my finger to my lips.
Didn't have time to oil my arm today. I'm sorry. I had to cook.
So you're passing the entrance to the gate watch. Soldier standing outside. He's just
No.
nodding to you,
I
like
can't cook food and oil my armor at the same time.
evening.
Sorry.
Yeah, right.
I have my goggles on.
So I take it they see myself and Elias, but not Ymir and...
Yeah, I mean, Enos is taking all the attention on himself.
Cool.
So you make your way.
Do I
there.
notice any guards over in this direction?
No, you don't. Well, you know that there is one there, but not one here.
Alright.
And
I
the,
just
the
head straight
gates are
for it.
closed, of course.
Do I see any guards specifically looking at me right now? Are they on the walls or not?
No, they're just looking outside. They're very well trained. They look outside for now. Unless there's like, alarm, intruders inside. No, they're just going to be, as far as you know, look outside.
Okay. No one's looking at me?
No one's looking at
No
you.
one's looking at...
The guard just, greeted you, and you just pass by, and you're out of line of sight to him.
Okay.
So you make your way over there.
Clank, 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 as we return.
Clang,
You're
clang,
coming down
clang,
the
clang.
staircase, entering what
kitchen.
is reading the southern, what was I saying? Cellar. Yeah, southern cellar. It's like a little print there, written in common. Very excited, you go down, and yeah, you find yourselves in that little piece of the cellar.
I think Ilias falling down the stairs would make a hell of a noise.
Oh yeah, that will wake up like half the castle.
I'm assuming we're keeping our stealths, right, from that we rolled already?
Yeah, you keep your stealth.
Okay. Just
Oh,
making
putting
sure.
a big fat 0.
Well,
Hey,
you
that's
don't
a-
need to stealth yourself. That's obviously. You know that you were not stealth the moment
Oh,
you walked
no.
over the courtyard and everyone was greeting you. The same for Tokan. You know you two are not stealth at all.
Fine by me.
In fact, Milo was walking in the shadows of Tokan, and Ymir was walking in your shadow, so they really only saw two people, and the other two were just
Well,
perfectly hidden.
I actually climb up onto the roof,
We're
or,
casting
like
mage armor
walk
as
up
we walk
onto the
in.
ceiling with my slippers.
Okay. You're upside down.
Is there a condition for that? Probably not, huh?
No, but you can put yourself the little wings or something.
Right.
I always take the wings for flying.
So Milo takes a drink of Red Bull.
I'd rather drink Monster.
Okay.
Where's... Oh, there it is.
Make sure
I'm gonna take out
your
my shield.
mage armor is there, shield's there.
Pull out my scimitar.
Yeah. So Milo, you're up on the roof. The ceiling is not that tall. I mean, it's kind of like 2 meters tall, which means Ilias has a few inches to the ceiling. It's like not a huge hallway,
Oh,
so to speak.
it's not...
I mean,
it's
you
not
can.
super tall.
You are just less than half the height of that thing, so you can very well walk up the ceiling if you want to.
Yeah, but my idea was that if it was tall enough that I would be,
Out of reach? Nope.
yeah.
Nope. You can still walk on the ceiling though, if you really want to.
Nah, I don't do that then.
Yeah, but still,
Okay.
you are at the landing of the stairs. What do you do?
I guess I turn to the group and say, shall I lead or does someone else want to?
Just the
Go
large
right ahead.
walking tank of armor. Go first, or no?
Milo, as you round the corner, you see that from the bottom to the top, there's rubble. Somebody collapsed this tunnel. Or filled it with something. It's really hard to tell. I mean, there's a lot of stones and wood and bricks and just a lot of trash.
I give the rubble a push to see if anything happens.
The stone you push slides out of the rubble. It slides down to your feet.
Alright. I turn to the group and say, well, any ideas? There's no gap towards the top, right?
Nope. It's filled from the bottom to the ceiling.
Does it look like it's
We go
continuous
back up the
for
stairs because there's nothing we can do here.
many feet, or it's just like very local? Is it like a wall or an entire hallway filled with rubble?
You
Can we see
would have
through
no
gaps,
idea
basically?
how to determine that. They told you that they collapsed something so that, you know, the entrance is blocked off.
I can try and remove a few things, see if they block the entrance, and maybe I can just remove pieces of the rubble. We can get by.
I move out of the way for Ilias.
I mean, I can think of a way I could probably clear the corridor. It wouldn't be the most discreet, however.
So I'll try and remove some rocks first.
I agree.
Can you get out of the way, Milo?
He said he moved out your way.
Yeah, I'm just waiting for you to move your token, and then I'll move mine.
Swap!
Ah,
Shoop.
I see.
Um.
Take off the shield and I'm gonna start.
Oh, yeah.
Move some rubble out the way. Push some benches to the right. I think
Yeah, give her some
strength.
strength. This is like strength.
Nope.
Amazing.
Amazingly, you pull, and the only thing that gets loose is like a few rocks, but this massive beam that's stuck in there, like you pull on it, like, ah, come on, give! It's not giving. But a few rocks
Can you give me a
fall
hand with this
down.
beam?
Sure thing, that's all the hang with.
He's grumbling, he comes to your help. Good luck, advantage on strength. Hey! You pull the beam! It's now right between you and Ymir. But, yeah, the top gives everything settles, shifts, and you can now see that on the top there seems to be like a few fingers wide or tall opening.
I'm gonna try and start like pulling down rocks from the top. Using that
Being
opening to stick my fingers
Round
through.
the corner and peer over.
I'm just gonna step back, keeping an eye on the stairs, see if no one heard that.
Yeah, so you put the rocks and everything on the little hallway you were in, and over time, give or take like half an hour, you managed to clean out the top section so that a halfling, at least, would be able to squeeze through.
If
Without
it takes
trouble.
half an hour, could I use that time to cast Detect Magic as
Yeah,
Ritual.
yeah, you did that and nothing tingled you. No magic nearby, although the walls are pretty thick around you anyhow.
Yeah.
Looking through the hole, since a halfling can fit through, I'll look through. Does the hallway seem clear after that?
It does.
Milo, you can go through now. I'll clear out for the rest.
Okay, I proceed ahead, I guess.
I will. We're level 6. I'm level 6 now. Do I get that at level 6? Do I get my free teleport at level
Yes,
6?
you do.
Ah, well then I will
Free
follow-
teleport.
I get free teleport.
He gets
yes.
Misty Step at level 6. I
Yeah,
think.
Misty Step, basically Misty Step, but free.
But just once or twice a day, right?
Once, and then if I cast a conjuration spell, I get it again.
Oh, okay. So it's not a free
Or a short
and
rest.
definite. It's just okay. That's fine. Yeah, yeah. Just put yourself on the other side. Wherever.
I'm just
Can-
checking if I can do it. Just
Can I
based on-
check for traps?
Sure, if you tell me where, and then make your investigation.
I would actually be kind of going around looking for pressure plates and the likes, kind of walking around the room looking for it. Like, and I would just kind of be,
Tiptoeing
I guess,
around.
looking all over. Yeah.
Well, you tiptoe around, you don't see any traps, but I mean, you do see that there is more collapsed pieces, and from the corner of that wall, you can imagine that there must be another hallway over there that has been collapsed.
Alright, before I go over there, I kind of head in this direction.
Mm-hmm.
Walk along
Just
behind
remember, never walk too far away, or the DM will kill you.
Yep.
Yeah, there is enough
Yamir
space
will
now
work
for Ilias and Yamir to fit through.
I whisper into the earring. There seems to be something over in this direction.
Alright, yeah, you do have the earrings. I forgot about them.
The rubble is cleared out.
Oh, I mean, there's still...
This is another collapsed path.
Yeah, that's another collapse path. What do you see, Milo?
I see a staircase.
Oh, yeah, okay, you see that. I was like, there's nothing.
By the way, does anyone else have like a weird black line in front of their token where they're facing?
No. See, mine did that once before as well. Mine doesn't right now, but...
Maybe a relog or something.
Check
No,
the.
I
Can you
tried
check the
relogging
sight
last
setting
time.
on my token? It's all on 360 degrees.
Looking through you, and there is a 360 degrees. Although, yeah,
It's a glitch in Roll20.
yeah, there's
Reload.
360. Do that.
And pray to the Raven Queen that she takes the shadow away.
I'm
The
gonna.
black stuff, please,
Meanwhile,
thanks.
as we walk, I'm gonna cast Unseen Servant as a ritual. Just whilst we're walking.
Okay, that didn't fix it. Oh well.
Oh, really?
Whatever.
Try a full log out, like log out Roll20 and log in again. Because sometimes just a refresh is still condition can still happen.
Doc, during this entire journey, I'm going to be searching for traps, and I do get because of the feat Dungeon Delver, I can travel at a normal pace while searching for traps.
Mm-hmm.
So I just keep a lookout as I'm proceeding through. Do you need a roll or anything first?
Not yet. I mean, you're looking for traps, right?
Yeah, I'm looking for traps for now. I just want to first make sure we're safe in here before we do anything else.
Hang on, let's wait for.
Yeah. I actually turn back to the group and say, hold on, this actually proceeds quite a ways. Let's take a look around here before we continue on.
Okay, I'll continue casting Unseen Servant as a ritual. Just whilst we're wandering around, Tokan's just playing with a bit of string.
So now that we're taking our time in here, Doc, I would like to search for any secret passages. Make sure there's not anything we're missing.
Yeah, sure. While you're looking for, I can tell you there are no secret passages down there, but yeah, you definitely took some time looking for them.
Okay, that's fine.
You
So
looked
tell me when
into the room, right, with the two... Milo,
Yeah.
you looked into that?
Yeah.
Okay. Good. Just making sure.
Tell
That
me when I
makes me
finish casting
suspicious.
this.
What are you casting?
Unseen Servant as a ritual.
Oh,
I've just been doing it whilst we've been wandering.
yeah,
Just
he's
playing with
looking
a bit of string.
around. Just put it in there.
Oh, wait, yeah, of course, because I can drag it. Cool, that also means my teleport, my free teleport, is back up.
Yo, so crazy.
Well, I cast a conjuration as level 1.
Ooh, there comes the unseen
And
servant.
yeah, there's the spooky servant. So he can, last for a long time.
And you said there's nothing around, Cutting? Or, sorry, Doc?
Cunning. Who's cunning? Nope.
Sorry.
Nothing
Gotta check.
around. Just empty boxes, empty crates, no hidden.
What would the negative modifier be on a strength of 2?
At the -4.
-4, cool. This is the Unseen Servant. I've told them to just try and move any of the rubble he can.
If you move
0! So
Well-
it's just fading through his hands. He's like, oh,
Yeah, he's trying his best and he absolutely fails.
this poor little thing. Oh well, I'll just leave him to it. He gets destroyed, I'll sense it though. So he's our ward. That's what I've done.
he fades if you move away farther than 60 feet.
That's fine.
Alright, shall I keep...
I'm just waiting for you guys in the corridor. whilst
Go
you-
ahead, Milo.
Alright, I just kind of squeeze past as best I can.
Let's just hold that for a minute because I just noticed that one of my tokens is not working and I need to go where it is originally being made, so...
One of his traps isn't working.
Yeah, one of my traps isn't working. I'm so sorry. I just need to correct that really quickly.
The thing is that Tokan was supposed to have actually ran into it by now and died, but it just won't.
No, it's
By
not
one
that. It's not
Yeah,
that.
by 1 health.
It just... I thought I did it all, but I forgot to assign this token to the character sheet, sadly. It happens when you run too many campaigns, and it works in one campaign and not in the other.
If he's not able to move stuff, he can just...
That's fine, I just... It's not gonna take long, I just need to assign this.
Say hello to Servant, Ymir.
Edit, assign,
Which servant?
I see nothing.
save, close that, go to the transmog rifle, whatever that thing is set up. Grab the game,
Oh, excuse me.
grab the character. Where is it? Where is it? Are you sure you want to overwrite your character? Yes, I'm sure I want to do that.
Alright, are we good to go?
I can tell you in a moment. Yeah, it looks good. It's there.
Alright,
Come on, close it.
but once again, I keep a lookout for traps as we proceed through.
You don't see any traps on the ground, on the side, or the top. But you do see some markings on the wall.
Can I tell what kind of markings?
Thief can't.
Oh.
Thieves can't?
Mm-hmm.
What do they say?
It takes you a moment. Everyone behind you is like... Milo's just sitting there studying some symbols on the wall. That's what they say. Having an arrow
Okay.
in the direction from where you're coming.
So would I take that to mean as in like won't take us to the keep, or as in the wrong way for what we're wanting?
The wrong way for whatever this person who made it on there is. It's from
Okay.
somebody else's perspective, not from yours.
What is
I
that,
just-
Milo? Milk,
It's
eggs, flour. Who writes down a recipe for a cake in a cellar?
someone that
This is
was very
ridiculous.
hungry. Take it down. We might need it later.
Take it down?
It's-
It's just
it's
scribbled on the
carved,
wall.
right?
It's scribbled
No,
on...
I meant like write it down.
Oh.
Write it down.
Yeah.
We might want that recipe later.
Looking at that recipe, I've seen better recipes than that. No, don't worry, I know better ones.
Okay, if you're sure.
But is it a code for something otherwise?
What would make you think it's a code?
Because no one would write down a recipe for a cake in the cellar of a castle. Unless it meant something.
It doesn't seem to mean anything that is detrimental to us that I can tell.
Alright, well, let's keep going.
And we just keep walking. I'm still obviously looking for all sorts of different things.
Well, the game is still laggy.
Why not the shopping list?
Recipe.
Milo, your sharp senses. You can see
Yes.
ahead that on the left side, from your perspective, the left side, seems to be a few... No, the other side is left for you.
Yeah.
From the perspective of the character, down at the almost end of the hall, you see that there appears to be a hole in the wall, while on the opposite side there appears to be an like an opening in the wall. So you can see this way ahead of time.
Okay. I put my hand up to the group really quick and cautiously approach.
Hmm.
Player is typing.
Who is player? Stop that. Yeah, on your
Player.
left side there's some dirt, and on your right side you can see some stairs.
Okay, I'm gonna move my token forward, but it's actually me like looking around the corner.
You could just... Yeah, okay. Yeah, you look
Okay.
into what appears to be dirt, but you can also roll me a perception.
Perception?
And ignore whatever player says. Because that's all of you.
Hey,
Sorry, Milo, you don't notice much.
Hmm. I turn back to the group and I just very lightly whisper to the point that the earring would make it sound normal. Should we take the dirt path or the path that's obviously part of the keep?
I think whatever we're looking for will be underneath the keep, no?
And as part of the keep, you think?
Then again, if it's not supposed to be there here, then it might not be part of the keep.
More than likely, a necromancer would not be part of this keep, if I had to guess.
Well, let's go down the dirt path then.
Oh lord.
You sneak up ahead, you are very well hidden.
Good.
While meanwhile behind you, clank, 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 clank. Even you can hear that, Milo.
Is
I'll
is
stay
this
behind a
any
bit
taller?
further.
This is like 15 feet. It is going up. It's wider, higher, a bit higher. It's not too
Now-
high to not destabilize the keep on top. But you see ahead of you torchlight, and something is moving there, and the light is like flickering.
Okay, I walk up onto the ceiling.
Puts up his flying boots. No, not his boots of spider climate. You go up the ceiling, okay? You're hanging upside down.
Yep. And I kind of walk along this edge here,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm gonna peer around the corner.
Mm-hmm. Do that. Peer. You see somebody who is working with a shovel on the wall. He's like, come on, come on. It must be here. It must be here. Shit. What's that? And he hears some clanking in the distance.
I'm not
whispering.
moving.
Yeah, but you were moving down the hall, so this is kind of like...
Okay, okay.
time reference, Milo just come around and you
Yeah.
just, so he's like,
I-
the echoes. I know. No, I must get out, must get out. He's like working on the exit while holding the torch.
I whisper into the earrings, there's a man here. Shall I sneak up and try to maybe knock him unconscious?
Does he seem dangerous?
He honestly seems a little insane.
Let's try a peaceful approach, please.
Sure.
You are more than welcome to come up and be peaceful, but I'm not coming out then.
Hang on, give me a sec. So just
Hello?
let me look up something. Okay, never.
You just hear like you echo like hello, hello, and she's like, who's there? Who goes there? And he
come in
turns
peace.
around.
I'm gonna use, because I can see the edge of the torch, I'm gonna use prestidigitation to put the torch out.
Okay, as you wish. Torch goes out.
Because we can all see in the dark.
Yes, and this
Well, he
poor
might
person,
could too.
he's suddenly pitch black. He's like, oh no, oh no, it's them, oh.
This is
And
me.
he just like tried to relight the torch. He's just so overhasty, it doesn't work.
Calm down for a second.
Who speaks there? Who speaks there?
Me.
Who's me? Who's me?
It's Ilios. You don't know me probably, because I don't know you.
He steps back a bit. He kind of like taps on the spot. He's like very eager to whatever, get the fire going, get out of there, whatever. He's like, who's Ilias? You walk into water. Splash, splash, splash.
Splash. I walk on top of water. No splashing.
Why are you walking on top of water?
Because I have a ring of water walking.
Oh, who gave you that? Who gave you that?
No splashing!
Okay, you walk on the water since it is still water.
As if it was solid ground.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
you can call me friend. Can you see me?
What? No, of course not. He just you just see how he just waves his shovel in front of him. He's
I'm
like,
coming closer.
no. Keep your distance. I don't see you.
Okay.
I don't know. You could be one of them. You could be one of them. One of them
Well,
crazy
okay.
things.
I'll give a sigh and relight his torch for him.
And at that, he is so scared he drops into the water and he's like. It has no water walking. The torch has not. So it just briefly illuminates this guy in armor. He's like, wah! It goes out.
Armor's for my own protection. Hopefully not against you.
He's still tapping on the spot. The rest of you are standing still, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, are you being hunted or something? What are you doing here?
They closed the exit.
With you
There's
still
no way out. There's no way out.
You mean the exit we opened, the rubble?
We just opened it.
Oh! You must save us. You must save us. And he's getting
Yes, I mean,
even
the hell.
eager to kind of like. Yeah, I can give him perceptions if you want to see how he looks like to you, other than what he looks like.
Other than batshit.
I see clear.
You see clearly now.
I see everything.
Nothing can hide from my sight.
I behold the beholder.
Well, talk out for you. He's clearly somebody that's very nervous. He does not wear the attire of, what you have seen so far, like no guards or whatever. For the others, who is that maniac? He looks like an explorer, an adventurer, something. Maybe somebody who's looking for fortunes. Ymir, that guy is a thief. He must have broken into the cellar to go and steal something, and they kind of like knock down the.
Into Milo.
Yeah, he's like kind of like Vam.
The guy looks
trapped.
like a thief, and that Milo should try to communicate with him in C-scans.
Do the earrings pick this up?
Yes.
I see.
I actually say I'd rather not show myself, so I tell Ymir what to say to him.
Well, Ymir can speak thieves, can't he?
But could I tell him how to say it, and then it would come out as Thiefscan, technically? It'd be like someone telling someone how to say something in a different
I
language.
think
He can act like a parrot, I think.
I think
Yeah,
he has thieves' scan. Let me just check on that.
If he has like a criminal background, I think gets thieves can't.
Right?
No, actually,
No,
no.
wait, you have
no,
common,
no.
elvish,
It's a
halfling,
rogue feature.
draconic. Okay, then you
It's a
don't
rogue
have that.
feature.
Sorry, I thought you had because of your background. Because of your backstory. You and
Just
your
rogues.
untrustful people that you walked around. Anyhow, yeah. Yep. What you do?
Oh, I just tell him the message conveyed would be what has happened down here, but all that would come out is another recipe, probably for roast.
He kind of like
Hardly based the beef in the liquid of the egg extract.
honey bees fly over the trees.
Meadows deep, Mountain Dew red.
Nah. Charcoal is white. So, which pretty much translates to Milo for, I was looking for some gold, but I didn't find it. Wasn't
I
there?
then proceed to have Ymir tell him it's talking about how disgusting a pie was once, but it actually means why would he think there was gold down here?
I once had a pie so bad my mama came back alive.
Really? Oh, I mean, books meant for burning are for reading. Because stories are awesome, and fairies can fly. Which should be like, come on, this is a castle. They're supposed to have gold beneath it.
Of course, fairies can fly.
If you shoot a duck, I'm scared of toasters.
At this point, I just whispered, "This guy is insane. He's not."
He's insane. He just answering your questions.
Marshmallow, I nearly have the cake recipe.
I'm gonna whisper into the earring. Could you please ask him if he has actually found anything worthwhile?
Okay, I tell Ymir how to ask that, and how it comes out is him finally just straight up asking, "What is the cake recipe?"
Wait, what? He says, what is the cake recipe?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so that was,
How has he ever found anything worthwhile yet?
so he is like, wait, let me think about the good answer here. That's not too obvious. Cats are gray at day and black at night. Watch the ground. Yeah. Which pretty much means he found what he was not looking for, and he's trying to get out.
I convey what that actually meant to everyone.
And at that point, I need all of you to make another perception check. Besides Milo, he doesn't see anything. Because
I don't
Milo's
see
on the
anything.
corner. No, you're on at the corner.
Okay.
22.
Oh
There's a
god.
big clanky knight in front of me. I can't really see much.
True. Ilias, you look up and down, and you notice that, well, as he says ground, you notice that the ground where he's standing, he stopped walking. I mean, he stopped stepping on the spot. You notice that there's a few tiny grains of pebble, that like little sand, that still vibrates up and down.
No?
Little
Good.
tremors on the ground.
Really? Get out of there.
But that's only Ilias that sees that, because the others don't really see much. They don't have their
This guy's
eyes.
cursing me out.
Guys, I think he has reinforcements coming. I'm going to step forward and attempt to grapple him.
At that point, where yeah, just make one step.
I'm going to attempt to grab him and...
As you grab him, the ground beneath him gives, and a huge insect-like thing just swallows him almost half in him, and he just screams, and then the thing just like bites him half through, and the other half of him that is landing in the water is kind of like disgustingly dead.
Oh my
Like
god.
Starship Troopers.
Oh fuck no.
Well,
There's no.
I cast Shield of Faith.
uh-oh.
Just let me whisper something to somebody to. Okay.
I suggest
May the
we
Raven Queen
might
protect
should
me.
begin out.
Run!
So, okay, Shield of Faith is on. The thing, as it sees the rest of you and still has half of the lunch in him, is just like, whoop, down into the ground, and the earth behind him kind of like goes together. There's a little crater left where he used to have his head sticking out. Your Shield of Faith is gonna hold for
10 minutes.
10 minutes. That's fine.
I suggest we run.
Milo hasn't seen anything. Milo, you just hear somebody scream, and then you hear like plop, something hit the water, and
And
the
when
crazy babbling is not going on anymore.
as I start heading out, I'm just like, yep, I'm getting out of this building.
Oh, you haven't seen anything.
Yeah, I haven't seen anything, but hearing that, I'm like, nope.
He just mutters another sign and shakes his head before he steps out.
Hey, Doc. As I exit, this little gap right here, do I notice anything strange about it?
No, there's nothing strange about that. Sorry about that.
Ugh.
Ilias is coming after everyone else. Yeah, Mir, where are you running
Just a
to?
quick prayer for the dead.
That's a big nope. That's a big nope.
Oh god, what the fuck is that? What did you do?
I didn't do anything. I didn't do
No, I
anything.
bet you beer.
Okay. So, Milo,
I saw
you
the giant thing and then went nope.
Nope.
you go down there, Milo. You see more cobblestones and everything is quiet. There's a few pieces of rubble in the corner, like broken crates. Sorry, you don't see them, but there's broken crates over there.
Do I notice any, like, holes in the wall or floor that might suggest traps?
There's a little bit of dirt there, but hopefully it's too tiny. No, you didn't even see the thing, so you don't even know what went on. Nobody told you.
No, yeah, I don't even know what happened in there, but I knew it wasn't good.
Some worm kind of thing came up through the ground,
An insect.
bit off, swallowed half of our insane friend, and then went back down.
Milo?
Yeah, my like spidey senses are going. I'm now no longer looking for traps. I'm actually looking for secret passages or something now.
Okay.
Just in particular.
Yeah, you
Do I
don't
need
notice
do I need to make
anything.
a roll or anything?
Mm-mm.
Okay. From here on, that's kind of what I'm keeping an eye out for.
I'm just keeping my senses peeled in case the ground starts rumbling or some other signs of a creature appearing.
Milo, you see a secret passage over there that's not that secret because it's
Yeah.
a missing part of the wall.
I'm actually still on the roof at this point. By the
Yeah,
way.
no, you're not touching the ground. Meanwhile, the rest of them is just like tap walking around.
Walking? I'm
Is this
sneaking.
an actual like room?
This is an actual room, yeah. There's nothing,
There?
Milo. Sorry.
Oh, the shadow.
I know,
dynamic
but
is kinda
there's
weird right
not.
there.
There's not. Sorry.
I'll
That's
say,
something.
Ilias, stay for a second.
Yeah.
And I'll telepathically tell my unseen servant to go here, Doc. And I want it to start scratching at the ground.
A very feeble scratch, is being conducted.
It's not using its strength. I just want it to try and see if it can bait the thing into attacking to see if we'll be safe to move over there.
Nothing is happening.
I want it to do that in front of us to basically clear the way. So it's not going to trigger it's going to trigger an ambush instead of any of us, basically.
Sure, if you all hop on the same spot, that's gonna help you. Now, you see on the ground, give me perceptions. Oh, actually, no, well, yeah, do that.
All of us are just.
Well, everyone that looks on the ground.
Regardless.
Woo! I'm just mercifully noping.
Yeah. The epitome of nope.
Yeah. Everyone besides Ymir, you notice that there is different parts on that ground that, well, Milo, you don't know what it is, but the others do. That looks like the hole that was left when the insect, just retracted back into the ground. For you, Milo, it looks like somebody tried to dig holes and just shoveled them, fill them up again.
I just say, huh, weird craters.
With my perception, would I be able to see any possible future points of ambush that we haven't been exposed yet? Like they don't have craters, like clear patches of ground?
No, strangely, most of that thing has been. But you see, like, scratches on the wall as well. Since you rolled so decent, there's, like, scratches on the wall, bite marks to the wall that look like huge mandibles might have, caved out this area and done something to it.
Oh shit. Can you shift ping the group, please, Doc? I've just completely lost myself in the dark.
Sure, and I
Thank
would
you.
like you all to just stay where you are and give me stealth rolls. But this is not actually for stealth, but besides Milo, you don't need to because you're on the ceiling. The other three need stealth rolls. So see
I
how
already had rolled stuff before we went in.
how light-footed you are on the ground.
It's a
That's
different
afraid.
thing.
I'm pretty heavy.
It's
I'll
pretty
just
much
reroll.
to see if his tremor sense is going to notice you.
Ymir, your original thing kept you from doing too much noises. Who did the three there? Oh, that's Ilias.
Oh, that's me.
Tokan is quite light-footed.
Clang, clang.
Tokan is quite light-footed. Shall we begin?
Sure.
Sure.
No.
Sure, let's see. Ah, that's too sad for it. Wait, let me just put it up in the right spot. Beneath you, Ilias, the thing that just swallowed, or something that looks akin to it, just comes up and tries to bite you, but your armor is way too heavy, so you don't feel anything.
Praise
And
shield of save.
with that, let's have you guys roll your initiatives.
Oh, 10 at -1, not bad.
Oh, and I have the same.
Hey, that's pretty good.
Although I would
Actually,
argue that
pretty terrible.
Milo's dex is a bit higher than Tokan's, right?
Oh yeah, I'd say Milo would go first.
I mean, it already had its attack on you, so that's fine. It failed. Milo.
But I already was freaking out because of it, and now some
All
other
right,
thing
because
appeared.
how tall is it again? Like, would I actually be able to run above all of them up to this point?
Well, we could,
It's
Doc.
this height, I guess 10 feet or something. Is not like it's room height, kind of like room height.
Okay,
Is that 10
so
feet?
You're
Kinda
short
like-
as hell, so.
yeah. All right, then I get up to this point, and I kind of just drop down with both my daggers onto top of it.
Sure. Your first attack fails.
And then I-
The second one. No, wait. The other way around. The first one hits. The second fails.
Okay,
As
and then I
alpha
also get
hits.
sneak attack
Mhm.
because
Oh, nice sneak attack.
question, would I get advantage because I'm on the roof and stealth?
Yeah. So I'm guessing that the other one hit as well. The other three.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's just 3,
The
but
15 there. Yeah. That. Okay. Did it.
Alright, so-
You just plop down, daggers go right through the carapace into its brain. It is still fitting around. It's like doing stuff.
Yeah, it's like 25 damage. So, and then at this point, would I be like in front of it or almost on top of it?
You are still on him.
I'm on him.
Yeah, I need to put you.
Okay.
Well, yeah, sorry. Put yourself on him.
Then I'm just right here. That's all I can do.
Mm-hmm.
I guess I removed my stealth.
You remove yourself. Tokan? Do you even see any of that?
Yeah, I can see it. I can see all of
Oh
it.
yeah.
Milo's
Sure.
right there. I've got a perfect line of sight on it. So I'll just do a good old
Milo
fireball.
see that? No, Milo doesn't see that. Milo, beneath your feet it gets hot.
Did I hit it?
As a fireball, yeah, firebolt hits it. It shrieks in pain. It's still moving.
Big.
And my bonus action. After I will. Actually, no, I won't bother. I'll end.
Well,
Ilias, in
smash
front
at
of you, riding on the burning insect
it. Milo.
that you just cleave in half.
Oh. And it's already dead?
Oh,
Yeah.
t-shirt is like
That little
40
thing
odd
is
damage.
bad.
True.
It slides back into the ground, and Milo lands on the little crater. I mean, it is dead. You just saw it die. You just back into the ground, so I
Yeah,
can
it was
move
like
it.
46 hit points. Fair enough.
Yeah,
Enough.
we dealt a lot of damage there pretty quick.
Good
We do
shit.
way too much DPS right now.
I turn to the group and I go, "What was that?"
That was
A
a
note.
sign.
A big no.
Do you want to do anything, Ilias? We're still in combat.
Excuse me, it's for you.
I will ready an attack. So I have
Oh,
one
if we're
attack
still
left.
in
Can I
combat.
ready that for if anything else?
Yeah, that
comes
would be
up?
an entire action.
Shit.
You can move,
Well,
and
other
you can
than
slash the ground, the wall. You can slash one of your companions.
Nope, I'll hold my ground, actually.
Okay.
No,
Yami.
actually, I'm gonna
Yes.
move in front of the group in case someone comes from that direction.
Mhm,
And then I
okay.
notice that the hallway ends there, but whatever.
Yeah, you didn't know that before. That's fine.
I didn't know.
Yeah,
I'm gonna stand exactly where I am, holding my attack for anything that's not us to come near me.
I saw something.
you did not see anything.
I think I felt
So yeah, I'm holding my
something.
attack.
Okay. I should actually roll for it. I wanted it to go on the same initiative as the others. Let's see what the game says. Okay, game says otherwise. Game says it's its turn.
Okay.
Well, rather last or first, doesn't matter. Milo, you hear something burrow out of somewhere behind your line of sight,
Okay.
and then that something comes around. Comes
Oh.
around the corner, sees the little tasty
I'm back, sir.
meal, and is going to try and bite you.
But it doesn't, right?
Depends. It rolled an 18. You receive 15 points of
I'm gonna-
damage.
I'm gonna use Uncanny Dodge to take half.
Okay. I'm not done with my damage yet, but that's okay.
No.
And then while you're inside its mouth, you feel that your feet are like, they're itching. You take 1 point of acid damage.
Alright.
And you're grappled.
So you said 15? And then half that, is it 7 or 8?
Let's make it 7. Plus
So
1
8
acid
total.
damage.
Yeah. Okay.
And while you are in its mouth, it is actually also trying to use its forelegs to kind of like slash on you, but you're so tiny, it totally misses you.
Yeah.
Which doesn't help Ilias
Oh
from
God.
being bitten from the front.
Spook. It's
It
fucking
kinda
jump
like,
scares,
shoot!
dude.
It kind of like jump scares out of you, in front of you. I need to get rid of your 24. That's so ridiculous. No, it doesn't get you. It's like a mandibles meat shield, and And that's it. For it.
My goddess protects me.
Your goddess protects you. It is still half in the ground. It has not
Paladins, baby.
gotten out of the ground yet. Milo,
Even
it's
my
your
quiver
turn.
can save you
You
down.
can escape using strength or dex. Whatever is better for you.
I can use Dex. Well,
Yeah,
hell
you
yeah.
just-
I'm
It
good
is.
at
It is
using
an
Dex.
action, though. It is your action.
Yeah, I tried to bounce, like, use my feet to propel myself out of its grasp. And it's just a straight Dex save?
It's just a dex save.
I think I make it.
Yeah, I think you do make it. You just plop out of its mouth. You land there. No longer grappled, but prone, which means if you get up, half movement.
I'm prone.
Well, yeah, you just slither out of it and just like land on you. That was not a critical save.
Alright, so I stand up.
Now you have half your movement.
Okay, I use my bonus action to disengage.
Fine, it's not gonna bite you.
And I move to about...
You just go by Ymir.
Well, this way at least I have a companion.
Or a
Admittedly,
scimitar in your face.
second after Elios, you are our second tank, Milo, because you have uncanny dodge.
Yeah.
Well, I have the face of a quiver, so...
Now,
I can tank.
Tokan, it's your turn.
Oh, charming.
You look in the eye of a massive insect.
Great.
Kind of like a ant, but bigger and meaner and...
So completely decapitated.
I don't really do decapitation. What I tend to do is roasting.
Well, we do like
25
that
hits.
for the Count's trophy wall, don't we?
It's there's some flames around his head. It looks a bit burned, but as I said, just a bit.
Like,
The crispy
and I'm
bug.
gonna dash back there.
You
and then
managed
I'm going
to infuriate it.
Yeah, that's great. I'm gonna take the hit, so to speak. Well, not me specifically. I'm gonna use my bonus action to tell my unseen servant to move to there and face down the thing
Interesting.
with its 1 HP.
Sure. It's a legit target.
This is
It,
where
it, it
will
can
not
see it,
die.
right?
It's, as far as I'm aware, yes, it's not invisible, the unseen servant,
Okay.
although it's
But-
called the unseen servant. I'm gonna check. I'm
Wait,
reading up.
isn't it always invisible?
It's
kinda
not
like-
invisible.
It's just because the whole point of unseen.
I know,
Oh.
but it's
I know that's how we.
But then
played
it would
in
be like a
my other
mage
game,
hand,
but-
something. It's
Oh,
like a
yeah, it's
float.
Like no mage hands you can see.
Well, that's
But-
true. It is. It's
invisible.
invisible. And
Yeah,
that
an
is-
invisible, mindless, shapeless force.
I mean, just leave it there. In theory, you can see it, so you forgot for that moment that nobody else can see it.
Yeah.
It wouldn't be able to move past it though, so...
No, it can. It's You can move through it.
No,
Right?
it's not. It's not transport. It's not. It's still corporeal. It's just invisible because it can touch things. So things have to be able to touch
Oh,
it.
yeah, yeah, but
So-
it can move through other things' spaces.
You can't move
right?
through
Other
enemies.
people's-
No, you can't. You can move through friendlies. You can't move through enemies.
Okay, Ilias, it's your turn.
Anyway. Sword?
Ashy smash.
I don't think a 10 hits.
No.
No.
Yeah, because the 13 didn't.
I'll use that though.
24?
Oh,
Yeah,
no,
let's
it's
say
not.
it hits.
I'll do level 1 Divine Smite on that one.
Crunch. Oh.
Level 1, yeah?
Ooh, that's right,
So-
level 1, yeah.
That's the 8.
That is like the shittiest.
That is
It's
the-
definitely
When the level 2
not...
does less damage, right?
It's definitely
bang in
not
the middle, right?
undead. It is very much alive.
Oh no, that's... I know that. That's my turn, I think. Let's quick look at class features. Yep, that's my turn.
class features.
Class
Ymir.
features.
What is the ranger
I'm
doing?
just gonna hold the line on open sword ready because I'm not gonna get near that thing willingly. So I'm just holding my attack.
Mm-hmm. The thing is trying to get forward, and it's like, huh? Ah. Well, it's Milo. You see it? It's doing something. It's like it takes its head back. It's like, "Rah," and then that comes out of its mouth.
Oh,
That was cool.
That was cool, right?
Awesome.
That is acid spray. Milo, I need you
see shit.
to roll me a deck save.
Man.
And I need the unseen servant to do a deck save as well.
it doesn't tell me any of its stats other than that it has a strength of 2. So as far as I'm aware, it just gets the.
It has like 1 hit point.
It does have 1
Alright,
hit point,
I
but
have
if it dodges
60.
it, so would it just be 10 then? Its deck, so just
Doesn't
flat
matter.
for D20.
Doesn't matter. Even if it halves the damage, it would still take 1 hit
Well, if
point.
it crits, it gets no damage though, right? It didn't crit.
Good.
It did not.
It
crit.
just plips out of existence as for a moment the outline of the unseen servant is like lit up green.
Really, I
and
could just delete it though, because I could drag it back in.
Yeah, sorry. and somehow that saved Milo from getting the brunt of the acid. Milo, you take 1 point of acid damage.
Did it only deal 2 damage?
No, it dealt 3.
Oh right, I was gonna say, because fuck me, that would
It
be
rolled.
shit, but-
It rolled 3 ones.
Oh.
3d6 and it
awesome.
rolled 3 ones.
Wow.
The lowest it can do.
There
That's
you go,
awesome.
Milo. Unseen servant saved your butt.
The other one.
Less so.
The other one sees that there is the beam of acid going along, and seeing it was unable to hit this shiny dude,
Ah, shit.
it's doing the same.
My one weakness!
I need
No!
a dex save from all 3 of you.
No! Okay. Oh, but... Okay.
19.
Tokon, you get to add +2.
So 21, Doc.
Yeah, that's over the.
Oh, shit.
It's
It's not even bad.
not even bad. No. You
I
take
have a
you
back
you
on the
the shield goes up, form acid goes all around you. You take already half that for you. Ilias takes 5 acid damage. That's already halved. Tokan, the acid still goes around you because you rolled so dexterous. You like duck down. You take 5 acid damage. Ymir, having your back towards the creature, you don't know what happens, and you take 10 points of acid damage right against your back.
What in God's name? No. Fuck.
That's what that was.
And as
Doc, set
for
us on fire, please.
this little creature, Milo, you see it just like burrows down into the ground. That one is gone.
Oh, I just realised I have a perfect spell to fight these things.
Most
And-
It's one that I picked up. from
The other
last
one
roll.
is, let's see, no, the other one is still in combat, so it is staying its ground. Milo.
Alright. So I go back up onto the roof.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to tangle with that thing again. How much movement was that to get back up on the
That
roof?
would be at least 10, 15, yeah, 15 feet at least.
Okay. Oh, oops. Well, I'm on the roof, so I'll just put
Well, I
myself
mean,
up
yeah,
there.
yeah, somewhere in that little corner.
Alright. And then I throw 2 normal daggers at the one in front of Ilias.
Mm-hmm. Let's see, the first dagger is a miss, the second one hits.
Wait, 15 doesn't hit?
15 does not hit.
Oh,
Second
so
one
dead.
will be your offhand, right?
21 does hit.
Second one is... Oh, yeah.
So it's
So
3
just-
damage, not 6.
Yeah, 3
Oh.
damage, and then sneak attack is added. Wow.
Damn, that sucks.
Okay, yeah, so the dagger is now stuck in its forehead, which is a pretty huge forehead, it's hard to miss that.
Yeah.
Tokan.
No, let's just stick with basic DP. I really need it. This one's quite badly hit, right? You guys have hit this quite a few times.
It's hard for you to tell because it's still half in the ground. You cannot really tell how badly
Well,
it is hit. Well,
there
yeah,
you go.
I
that
think
hits.
that hits. Jesus!
That hits. Now it looks badly hit.
Doc's pissed.
Yeah, so he kind of looks at you here after and saying, Tokan set it on fire, nods and flicks his fire.
Yeah, the head is still burning. The little dagger, the hilt of the dagger is just gone. It's just the pure blade that's still stuck in it.
What, the tang? Just the tang left.
It's gonna.
No,
Finish
That
him.
both
none
misses,
of them
doesn't it?
hit.
Yeah, shit.
Oh, really?
Yeah, man.
Oh, man.
Ah, that's it.
Shit, this thing's like, thank you.
That's my turn, obviously chilling. I'm
Ilios,
the only one with good
step
at this thing,
aside.
guys. Shit.
That's fine, this is what you're built
Use
for.
saving
Just stand
throws.
there and take hits.
Just chill.
What? No, Ymir, don't.
Yeah, Mia, you
What
cannot
are you doing?
get past him.
I'm standing slightly behind him.
You can still stay behind him.
So I can. Do I have a shortcut on me? Let's see. Yeah, I do. I guess Hunter's Mark.
Wow, haven't seen that in ages.
Yeah, shit.
Oh, yeah.
You may actually do something.
He's a ranger! Forgot about that.
Fight.
Ilios, I suggest you duck. I'm not known for being a good shot when pissed.
Oh,
Ilios
God.
immediately just ducks.
Ilios takes
kneels
a shot
down.
to the back
Just
of
put
the
him
head.
into his correct spot, okay? Uh-huh.
Headshot.
Fam! It sinks right in.
Second
that-
shot.
Is that Hunter's Mark +7 there?
Yeah.
Death,
Okay.
baby.
Yeah, let me count the damage. Let's see if it dies or not.
7, 14,
23.
20, 23 points total this round.
Ah, the last hit. As it just opens its mouth. Do you aim for its open mouth? It just reels back like, and then your arrow goes in,
How'd that go again?
and then it's dead.
Someone needs to make a sound bite of that.
Someone get on that.
It's more like a cat.
No death. I can't.
It's a cat.
Bloody
you're trying
insect.
to
What
put
do you
in a
expect
bag.
it to do?
Dead now. But we're still in combat because there's one more, right?
Yeah, that's the one that.
Unless it ran away,
Unless it ran away. So.
which I feel like it didn't.
We have to make sure that we get this thing's head. want that arrow back.
I should have made it run away because Tokan, it just comes out right underneath you. It rolled a critical hit on biting you, so you just sink up into its mandibles. You take 15 points of slashing damage.
Yep, hang on, 5, 6, 7, 8, 8 HP. Cool.
You take 1 point of acid damage as your shoes start to dissolve.
Yep, got it.
And because you are bigger than Milo, it takes its 2 claws and just like stabs you right in the back for 21 more points of slashing
21.
damage. 21.
Me?
So
Ow.
up to now they rolled really shitty.
Right.
Well,
So it is coming back. And you're grappled too.
I'm unconscious, I don't know.
I know, you're unconscious and grappled.
Oh shit.
Milo.
Well, I pull out Alpha and Omega again and drop down on top of this one.
Okay.
Would I still get sneak attack with Tokan right there?
It's not.
he
he's
is
not threatening the
he is unconscious.
Okay.
No,
I just
your
figured-
Sure.
your alpha hits, your omega hits not,
And now I am on top of
and
it.
now you're on top of it. Tokan, I need your saving throw.
Sure. Just a
You
D20.
can do it.
Compensate.
Are you sure it's not just a D20? Death saving throw?
Straight
It's
D20.
Constitution.
It's
Yeah,
a
don't think
normal
it's
death
Constitution.
saving throw.
Straight D20.
Yep, 13,
Straight
so one
death.
success.
Success. Ilias.
Right.
You hear behind you as Tokan gets swallowed, and you just like when you look around, you see him unconscious,
Hanging in its mouth.
head and arms hanging out of the mouth, and eyes closed. He looks very unconscious and very hurt to
I'm
you.
gonna take a
I
step
push myself against the wall
forward.
to let the man in armor pass.
Sort of step over here and reach over, touch Tokan on like a leg or something, whatever the hell is sticking out.
There's
of
an
there.
arm hanging out.
Right. I'm gonna give him 15 points of health with lay on hands.
Okay, Tokan, you get 15 HP back, and you're conscious. You feel the pain! The pain!
Oh,
I got the pain!
Your leg's still being dissolved and everything.
well, I was gonna say I could have hellish rebuked, but yeah.
That was it, right? For
Yeah, that's my
Ilias.
That was my
Ymir?
action.
I'm gonna transfer my mark.
Sure thing.
Wow, you
Bonus
remember to
action.
do it all.
Wow. That gives
I'm
him some
gonna
extra XP
Put my bow on my
today.
shoulder and grab my scimitar again and attempt to cut past Tokan into the.
Ooh, that's really crowded, so give me disadvantage on that.
Sure thing.
If you want to get it that crowded over there.
God.
It does not hit. 17 is too low.
Just glances off.
This one, while you're fighting it, you notice that this one seems to
18
be
is its AC.
heavier armor than the tiny one before that was the same size but lightly armored. So you
Okay,
notice
use my
that
bonus
this
action for
definitely
but I still have my
different
second attack.
yeah, you still have a second attack, yeah.
Sweet.
'Cause it's
Tokan, I apologize in advance.
miss.
Ah.
You just
Not a crit.
over his nose goes your scimitar, not cutting his nose, but also not cutting any mandibles or the creature.
I just
Creature.
start looking pissed.
It is going to divide its attacks, so of course it cannot bite anybody else but Tokan, who is still on his mouth, so it's going to do that.
Tokon's no longer unconscious, by the way.
I know.
He's about to be, probably.
So, Tokan, you take 10 slashing as it just chews down on you.
I'm gonna hellish rebuke.
That's fine. But you also take the 5 acid, because the 5 acid comes from you being in its mouth. But yeah, hellish rebuke it.
Well, I'm exactly unconscious then.
Well,
Quickly check.
I am back to unconscious.
I mean, the question is, does your hellish rebuke come after the entire damage has been dealt?
After the first attack,
After the first-
immediately.
after
So the
yeah,
first
I
attack
can do it
is
attack.
slashing and acid together. It's just
Oh.
two separate damage, but it's the same
Then you
attack.
can't
So
do it.
hits.
The damage, it damages you first, and then you can rebuke. But since you're
Okay.
unconscious,
So in that moment, you like, you want to rebuke it? Yeah, you unconscious.
It's a reaction.
But you're
Yes.
unconscious.
You react to it after it happens.
And it did 10 slashing, 5 acid. That's 15. You should have given him 16, man!
Yeah, it's good damage.
Yeah, you keep your hellish
Well,
rebuke
then
for
no,
next
it's
time.
not-
That one
not used up
point.
my thing then.
That 1 point. No, it's not used up.
No.
It's like you try to and it doesn't. It automatically fails. It's before you can even use it, it fails. Then, because it still has its mouth full with Tokan, it takes its long front legs and it slashes down past Tokan onto Ymir.
Okay.
It has 10 feet reach with its
Okay. So it does.
clawed legs. So, Ymir, you just see that two very sharp, razor sharp claws just shoot down your middle section, from you know, like your shoulder blades down to your hip. You receive 20 slashing damage.
That's not too bad. I've had worse.
And with that, that's I'm curious.
I don't like when he says
It can
stuff
still
like that.
move. Would it spit out its food, or would it drag it down? Nah, it knows it cannot drag him down with them.
I don't
shit,
think
it's-
Tokan fits through that hole.
Yeah. It spits you out, Tokan. So let's go of you. So you're no longer grappled, and
Oh,
it just
great.
slides back into the ground.
We get attacks of opportunity, correct?
Yeah, but just one attack each.
All of them. Yeah.
And that's not for Ymir because Ymir is standing behind
That
Tokan.
misses. Son of a bitch, my rolls suck.
You know,
Miss. All of them miss, and they just back into the ground.
What a +7. Fuck! What are
And-
these rolls?
And then it
Rolling 6
does something that you don't know. And that's it.
so okay.
Wait, sorry. It's still Milo. So Milo, it's your turn.
And we see no way that this goes anywhere.
Well, you could dive into the tunnel, but it is collapsed after it, so you could try to dig
Dive
yourself
into
into
the
the tunnel.
tunnel.
Or you
Where?
could try dig down. The earth has been loosened up, so it's easier if you want to dig down.
Where are you saying it's collapsed at?
Well, where it was. But when it goes in, the Earth collapses over it.
Oh,
But the Earth is still
The floor
displaced,
has
so you
collapsed.
could, in
It's not the
theory,
tunnel, Milo, the floor.
Oh,
tunnel
I was sitting
down
here-
after
I
it
was
if you
sitting
want
here
to.
thinking about the tunnel.
Burrow,
for-
yeah, burrow.
Yeah,
is the
yeah.
word.
Sorry, burrow. It,
Right, I know.
yeah, it makes a tunnel for itself that partially collapses behind it. But the
I
entrance is
kinda-
collapsed.
I kind of just get ready right here,
This time it is actually food.
and whenever if it surfaces again, I'm throwing both of my +1 daggers at it.
Okay. You know what, Tokan? This time, my wife actually brought me food too, so it's kind of coincidental same time there that we get food delivered to us.
Wow.
Tokan, it's your turn. Give me your...
Set up.
Fail.
Mm.
Well, since the earlier thing has been erased, so one fail, and yeah, that's it.
Mm-hmm.
Alias? The tank, please.
Tin Man battle plan.
You
Second
see,
level cure
you see
wounds.
Tokan is still unconscious in front of you.
Fucking rolls.
Cure wounds! 8
Second
Second
HP.
level.
8
Garbage,
HP
but
go
take
back
it.
into him.
Wait, so 5 plus 3?
Yes, 5 plus 3, 8 points.
You should have seen me yesterday. I was casting the same there, level 2 healing word. I was healing for 7, and then I was using the same on a different character, level 1 healing word, 8 HP. So level 1 was actually more effective than level 2.
Yeah, excuse me.
Yeah. So that was your cure wounds?
Yeah, that was cure wounds. That was an action, so yeah, that's my turn.
Okay, you walk around.
That's my turn. No, that's. I'm on the lookout for it to come back.
Yeah, Mia?
I'm holding the ground with my sword at the ready to slice at whatever comes in front of me, or behind me, or underneath me.
Are we about to die?
No, not yet. I need 2 dice for something.
Oh god.
No, everything is good. Milo?
We're so screwed. It still didn't do anything.
Nothing you saw.
We should start making our way back to the castle.
I agree. I slowly, with my back towards it, start heading in this direction, ready to throw at it. And that's as far as I can get.
He said he's AFK, right?
Yeah, he said he'd be right
I'm
back.
assuming he would just go out with us.
He's
as
still
well.
unconscious. No, wait, he is
Oh,
conscious.
no,
Sorry.
like,
Yeah. Yeah, I forgot
Assuming
that.
he'd start walking and probably like ready a firebolt or something.
Yeah.
I'm sure he can walk
Probably
at
have like
least
an
over
attack
there.
ready.
That's kind of like 30 feet for him.
Yeah, it's 30 feet.
Ilias?
Same.
Considering he had to get up from the ground, that, yeah. It was kind of like nice of me to move him that far.
I'll stay here watching for
I'm
it
gonna
coming back.
run after
Stay
him.
there. I'm ready an attack. 2 attacks.
I'm gonna hold my attack on this hallway in case it comes
Mm-hmm.
near in front of behind me.
Mm-hmm. Milo?
Guess I finished getting out. And then I'm gonna stand right here, still ready in 2 daggers, just in case.
Token just moves out as well. He's like, back on solid ground. Man, that feels good.
Gonna hold the door.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna move, slightly past Ilios and for my attack in case it comes in the door as well.
Mm-hmm.
Alright. So I guess we're out of combat.
You're out of combat for now.
Alright.
Just take it
Well.
easy. Since you don't know where it is, it could just reappear every moment. But for now, it's out of combat.
Alright.
Oh yeah, that's that room.
Anything that way?
Nothing that it seems.
How are we going to explain whoever is at top that we're so banged up?
You just could give
Well-
me an intelligence roll.
All of us?
No, just Ilias, because he had the conversation earlier in the pub. Ilias, you remember the conversation very vividly, and they like strange noises and stuff, and this is the part they talked about, and they did make some strange noises, so you are convinced they talked about that, even so they never saw that insect. You just count one and one together, and it's like, yep, insects have been pestering this part of the keep.
Well,
I'm back, sorry.
I think we found what was causing a ruckus down here in the cellar.
Well, should we finish it instead of leaving it then? Maybe they'll be more obliged to help us with our investigations.
If we bring his head back at least.
You're really obsessed with getting this thing's head, huh?
Well, it is a nice trophy.
It should be good as well if we
Concern-
Plus,
we
it will be
bring
evidence
that
for our claim.
and yeah, they will
Alright, so
might actually trust us. You're right.
then if we now know what's going on, I
Yeah, and if we
suggest
bring the
Ilias,
thing's head, they will be more likely
You-
to believe our story.
I'll go and get the
Ilias,
head.
you-
If I yell,
you lead.
come and help.
I'm actually gonna follow you on the roof. Tokan, you stay where it can't dig straight up.
I'll stay here.
I'm gonna start walking over.
Yep, and I
Exactly.
stick in on
I'm
the
gonna
roof.
do my
Still,
best.
just-
Yeah, I was
are
about
you
to say
trying
I'm gonna do my
to
best.
kind of like light-footed go over that?
Yeah. Oh, that's a 9.
I'm actually gonna stealth as well up on the roof.
Ilias, any perception rolls you want to give me? Milo as well?
Ooh. That's a 20.
I know, I saw that.
That's good.
Whoa.
Oh, I nearly had a 20.
Almost 20.
You look to the ground, like every step, very careful, trying not to move too rhythmically, kinda. And you see in front of you this huge creature with a huge head that's like at least the size of yourself if you take it off. When you notice that there's a few grains of sand between you and it that are just kind of like vibrating, kind of like moving, kind of like dancing up and down.
Right. Seems to be
And
directly in front of me.
yeah, it's between you and the creature, the dead creature.
I'm gonna stamp down on it and then get ready to hack at it.
I actually move right above it.
And as you do that, the creature itself has been dragged back into the hole and gone.
Son of a
Oh.
bitch. Well,
And you still moving further. That's good. That's courageous.
I think
Yes.
this is the part where we leave.
There's no sand right now jumping up and down.
I would agree. It's too bad we can't kill this other one.
If it no longer wants to fight, then, well, might be for the best. We were about to get ahead, but the other ones drag it down.
Well, wasn't there the dead one that we could get the head off if possible? Willing to come assist?
What?
The one here has been dragged into the hole as well.
No, the one that was still dead over on the far end.
That's the
No,
one we
that,
tried.
we just witnessed it get dragged down.
Yeah.
No head for us.
See, maybe they don't want to leave their dead behind.
Well, as much as we can tell it to The
Can't
inhabitants of the castle, I
Tokam cause a
doubt they'll
vibration on
believe
the
us.
sand to lure it over?
It could.
So we could lure it over to this entrance and then bless it with everything we got.
I like that plan. Tokam, you on board?
As long as I can stand here, towards the back, I don't feel
You can be
particularly
safe,
great.
Tokam. No worries
Should be
about
fine.
it.
I am more than happy to throw many fireballs.
But we just
So
need you
far-
to play with the sand. Just
Get in position.
cause a ruckus, get it to pop up so we can kill it.
Hold on, let me actually position
Actually,
myself a
so
little
the funny
better.
thing is, I can literally like cause the sand to vibrate at exactly a point you want. That's literally part of the magic. Is it causes? I can cause
Yes, I
vibrations.
think that is what he was getting at.
Yeah, I can literally do that exact wording.
Okay, so do you?
Yeah, absolutely. Let's do it. Right between where Milo is, I presume, on the ceiling. Right
Yes, I am.
there. So there.
I prepare for when if it comes up, I'm gonna drop down immediately.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna stand behind Ilios with my
Stand,
bow at the
take one step in.
ready because I can't really hit it.
Ready my attacks?
And already a firebolt for when it pops up.
If it pops up.
Keep slightly to the right to let you guys fly it through.
Tokan,
Yeah.
I need you to give me a deception roll. Because you're trying to pass off your tremors on the sand as somebody moving.
Sure thing.
Oh, you make some like boom, boom, boom. You wait. You make it again. Nothing happens.
No, Ilias.
I'm gonna.
I hate to
It's
say
passed
this,
by.
but it might be a little more intelligent than we thought. It might take a real person walking around to get it to come out.
Ilios is 5 steps ahead. And is walking.
No. Okay.
I wanna try, as I walk, I wanna try and pretend to have like a slightly lighter gaze as if like Tokam was walking. Can I
In
try
heavy
and do that?
armor. Good luck with that.
Hey, I was trying to
Yeah, you
like-
could give me deception on that. It's not the right thing, but nothing better
don't
to
have
do.
any-
Yeah, perfect.
Yeah.
Arrow
Normal gaze.
stand below Milo as attempt to lure it.
You could just step one back, please.
Oh god.
Oh boy.
Thank you. Hold it right there.
Hold on. Am I allowed to now throw at it?
You
as well,
throw,
'cause
it
I was ready.
spits.
And I actually throw both. No, I throw normal daggers. Yeah.
That's fine. Your 24 does
Would
hit.
I
it.
have advantage because I was stealth and on the roof?
Then your 22 hits as well.
Alright, and I get sneak.
And you give me the snake. Fine. Still, the acid shoots your way.
Yeah.
Ilias, Milo, you're being hit. The dirt behind you is being hit.
Oh yeah, no, I'm hit.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Got him.
Milo.
How high does it go?
Oh, it angled its spray up, so that's fine.
Okay.
It's
He's still fine.
yeah, Mia, you cannot move right now. You're not. It's kind of like semi-combat, please. Okay, Milo. No, you know what? Let's have Ilias first. Ilias. You look left, you look right. The thing comes out, spits acid right in your face. You take 16 acid damage.
Ouch.
Because this time it didn't roll that shitty. And Milo, you take 8 acid damage.
Okay.
And then the others hear it like you hear something is going on. Okay, now you can move.
Yeah, I'm being caught for dinner, so I'll be on autopilot for now.
You just saw the green spray going by.
No, I'm literally being called for dinner right now, so I'll be on autopilot. I will
Okay.
try to get in and kill it.
Yeah, that's fine, whatever.
I'll be
We'll be
right
done
back.
in 10 minutes anyhow, or 15.
Kann ich jetzt wieder machen?
Ja, kannst du. Aber wir haben noch 15 Minuten, okay?
Wo ist mein USB-Stick?
Where
Stube.
did the creature go?
It went down into the ground.
Oh great. This guy so spits acid, but son of a bitch.
It may be more intelligent than you thought.
take another step forward and
I keep following on the roof.
gonna like lean into the ball so it can't spit at me from a different direction and still. This time I'm gonna ready the cantrip I have.
Okay, which one is that?
It's the only one I got.
Animal
You
speak?
could check it.
Okay, speak with animals.
That
Speak with
one.
animals is a cantrip?
I just whispered it to
Yeah,
you.
that's fine. That's fine. No, it's not a cantrip.
so. I was
I'm just
like-
messing with you.
What would be like that? Jesus.
I need from the three of you, because Yemi is sitting out there. I need your perceptions.
I've got a firebolt readied.
We shall see.
Are we throwing perceptions?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's what I thought. Let's see who's quicker. Let's see. Layer token. It comes
Oh,
up
God.
there. Kind of like there-ish.
Cantrip goes.
Let's have token go first because he had actually the highest.
Well, hang on. So,
Not the
are
highest,
we
the
saying
low,
I get to go
with the
first?
lowest.
I had the highest perception, but
Yeah, I already rolled the damage for you, so regardless of what happens, you take the damage, but you can still throw your fireball.
Wait,
It's kind of like passing
why
off
do
at
I
the
take
same
damage?
time.
Because I could use my bonus action to teleport. That's my ability. I could teleport away.
Do you want to teleport or throw your
this is
firebolt?
literally just reaction.
One of
only.
both. Not both, just one
you
of
can
them.
use a reaction right now. No,
Oh,
you're reacting to
well,
its
no, in
acid
that case,
breath.
I'll just hit it.
You had your fireball ready. He's like, "Wah!" It comes up behind you. You hit it. So hit me.
Yeah.
Hopefully you hit it.
Fireball,
Sorry.
go.
Yeah. I clicked the wrong one. But to do Ray of Frost, which is not useful.
No, it's just so off balance. Okay, is your chill touch ranged?
It's a 120-foot range, but it apparently rolls 1, so feels
Wow.
bad.
Oh
guess.
my goodness. Let's see.
For the first time, actually, you hear Elios speak an arcane incantation. Although the hand appears just grasps at the thing and it completely misses.
It just comes out of your hand, right? And you're
No, it appears next to it, like this little, like an evil mage hand. Can ask little purple clawed hand that claws at it.
Yeah, I'm just trying to
That's what it
determine
does.
what goes wrong. That works. Yeah, for doing it first time, you suffer 4 points of necrotic damage yourself.
Okay.
I have that because you damaged yourself.
Okay.
I'm very kind. And so it just came out. It's bite
Do
attack.
I get a chance to do anything?
Yeah, you can throw one of your daggers.
Just
Bite
one?
attack
Alright.
missed. The legs are coming down with the razor sharp claws.
So
Because-
if it's
The 19 hits, yes.
So 4 and then 9, so 13 total.
4, 9, it's still very much alive. And it takes Tokan for... Oh my goodness, where's the damage? I have it there, right there. Oh, takes Tokan for 10 points of slashing damage right across from the shoulder down to the navel.
unconscious again.
And it rolled
You're having
really
a good
poorly.
time.
It rolled a 1, 2, 2. Plus 5
Yay!
on its slashing. It's pretty good. So it came out, it attacked. It's really angry and it's gonna stay. I guess Yamir is gonna shoot, right?
Well,
I would think you would.
Yeah, I think he would. Let's see if he can shoot. I'm just gonna open up
Hopefully
his
he
character
doesn't
sheet.
roll a 1.
God.
Hunter's mark he
Tokon's
has.
dead.
so if this is a fight, are we actually rolling initiatives and actually having a combat order?
No, I
Yeah,
hope
we've-
that he dies. I hope that this is
He
gonna
should probably die this time.
take him out.
Not if he
Or
misses.
not.
No. He has 2 attacks.
Well, I mean, yeah, he has 2, and he is like
has
using
two.
sharpshooter on the next one.
Oh god, why?
Wait,
I don't
using
know.
Sharpshooter.
He is using sharpshooter.
There's minus then.
Why is that longbow attack using strength instead of dex? It doesn't matter, but
Oh yeah, why is it? That's a...
It has a minus
That should
3
hit.
plus. Yeah, it
What
hits.
does
It
say?
hits.
Oh fuck.
So there's. Sure, that thing dies
Why is that
right
strength? That's
there.
weird.
It's probably a mistake.
Does it have like strength on there? I see dex.
On that first one.
No, on the first one, if you-
Oh yeah, well poor him. He needs to fix that because that was a regular weapon. The other one he set up correctly because I
I
did
mean,
it.
he probably would have missed even on that one regardless.
But the other one, 19 hits. That's good, and it's like right through the eye socket, and it dies.
Great.
See, no combat auto needed. Your sharpshooter takes
And
care of
just as I
that.
return from dinner.
I'm
You
grabbing-
just killed the thing. You just killed the thing.
Immediately
grabbing all
another 10
three of my
points
daggers.
lay on hands to Tocom.
Yay.
I'm gonna cast my cure wounds and token as well.
I'm sure your healing thing has been used up by now, right? But you still have
I
lay
have
on hands.
5
power.
points
Ah,
lay
okay.
on hands left.
Wow.
Good old Tocom.
That's awesome.
Milo moves into.
I was just grabbing my daggers from
Okay.
off of its head.
I remember the one
Okay.
dagger that was on the thing up there that is lost, right? The regular dagger.
Yeah, well, there were 2 over there, so I assumed I lost both of them.
Yeah, then they're both gone.
Since my weapon is magical, I'm gonna take it and attempt to cut off its head.
Give me survival, just to see how good cleanly you can cut it off. Ah, decent enough. It looks hideous
Right?
by itself. Just like cut it off, green ichor coming out like that. You think like you should not touch that green stuff.
Ooh, actually, can I dump out one of the poisons I have and try to collect some of that corrosive?
That's acid. It's not poison, but yes, you
Yeah,
can.
but it doesn't
collect it.
affect glass.
Yes, you can fill up one of your vials with the acid.
I'm immediately gonna take the
Alright.
head and move it into the room, but
Just write down that it has a 3d6 acid property.
Okay.
So kind of like I don't know, flask acid 3d6. I don't know, something like
Mhm.
that. Okay, and I think we should end it there. Let me just count your XP for that. How many were there?
There were 3
4?
of them.
3, sorry. Yeah. 2, 1, 2.
That's what you saw.
We saw 4, but yeah, we only fought 3.
since it's really big, I'm gonna put it at like £10. The head.
Make it 15.
Titan and everything.
Done
I'm
and done.
sure you're not gonna hold on
Nice.
to it too long, but yeah, that's
No.
fine.
But hey, gotta remind myself next week.
Yeah, that's
over,
true.
In over 2 fucking weeks.
I'm
What's
always...
the
When is
DC
the
for
next
this
one?
acid?
Oh man. Probably my last session before we're in Canada.
So what?
The next week will be my last session before I'm in Canada again. And it'll be,
Okay.
I'll still be able to play. I'll take my microphone with me.
Ooh.
Good.
Ooh. That looks decent.
Huh?
Shall I write it down?
Oh yeah, sure.
What's the
Nice.
DC on the acid?
Each?
3d6. Yeah, 1,500 each. Let's see what it brings you up to.
That is a 605.
1500, 680.
Just as a quick throw in, the 1,000 is for the fighting, and the 500 is for getting to the castle and doing a little bit of stuff there.
Quest XP! Woo!
Still a nice batch of XP.
Quest XP, basically.
It's pretty high XP.
Roleplay.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's actually,
I'll see what we have to
actually
do.
some half decent
I
I
use.
always round up your
605.
XP, but then give a bit more. But yeah, that was a fairly small encounter, wasn't it?
Yeah, but still an encounter to
Oh,
remember,
it's
'cause
fun.
that stuff's nasty.
They are just CR5. I mean, I made them up. They're the regular things. That the first one is a CR2, but that was way too low for you, so I made a bigger
No,
version.
these are pretty fun monsters, so cool stuff. Oh,
There's
cool.
that there is no DC on that
There's no
asset.
DC on that.
Yeah, because the acid spray is like basically a
You cannot
spell.
spray it. You can use it as
the
like
deck save to dodge the
Yeah, yours
acid.
is like a
That's all.
bomb, basically.
yeah. You can throw it like you have to hit it, and then it is like 3d6 on the spot where you throw it at, or you use it to dissolve something. You can hardly use it as an acid spray.
So you could use it to say melt a lock or something.
yeah, for now it's kept in this glass vial. Just be sure to never have the glass upside down so it cannot eat its way through the lid.
Yeah.
As long as you hold it
Put it in a bag
correct
of
way,
holding.
everything is fine.
Put it in a bag of holding.
Please do.
The pocket dimensions.
Yeah, in which it cannot tumble over.
Yeah.
So yeah, this is in the middle of the night now. You're still beneath the dungeon, beneath the castle keep. Castle
Totally
keep.
supposed to be here.
You're not supposed to be there. Depends on how. Whatever. You killed a bunch of huge insects that ate a guy alive, and there may or may not be more of them down there. You don't know.
We
Who
don't know.
knows?
I don't know. Well, we know there's at least one more.
Unless it was actually
No.
the same one and it burrowed over this way.
Who knows? So
Well,
this.
Ymir would know because if it was the one he.
Oh yeah, that was the one with the Hunter's Mark. I just didn't apply the Hunter's Mark damage to it
Ymir
because
should know that it
of-
was that one.
of his decent 19 damage, and that plus it only had
Oh,
14
nice.
HP left, so that was enough to kill it outright.
Yeah.
Didn't need to do the rest. So cool stuff. Thanks for not burning down the castle on the first day of your arrival.
That was good.
And then I see you on December 4th.